Welcome to the live stream.
Welcome to the live stream, everybody. How you doing tonight? It's a Monday. I hate
Yeah.
it.
Congrats,
Hate
Marquise Family Reptiles,
Hate
for
'em.
getting a promotion to manager.
Oh, sweet. You got the promotion. Freaking awesome. Awesome. TJ, welcome to the live stream. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Cara, Bad Blood. Everybody, welcome to the live stream.
Welcome, Lexi, Nikki, OSMR, Ball Python Love.
Ooh, Ball Python Love, come in.
Bad Blood.
So, what? So,
Dirt,
we're
thank you.
so, we're all going to get together. We're going to swap some channels. What are we going to do?
Yeah. J&G.
Huh? Don't just me.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Swapping channels with him. I got some hots, but they ain't snakes.
McFly in the house.
Any day of the week. I'm just saying. I ain't got no hots. That was a cool show they did. That was awesome.
That was a good show. That's a good. Actually, that's a good team right there.
Yeah,
together.
Yeah, it was pretty good, especially because I think J&G, HillJack may need a little yelling at every now and then.
He can kind of keep him under control.
Yeah, he's all, watch yourself. He kept reminding him, and it was like, right on. Yep. I like that. It was cool.
Well, it's just so easy to
Alberto,
manipulate.
Welcome.
Even talking, it's like a little baby. You want to, you want to tilt the camera. It's like, still, dude.
Yeah.
Because I'd watch him. He'd have his thumb on the inside at the other end. I'm like, dude, I mean, but you're thinking a baby, but still, it don't matter, But I mean, it's just one of them.
Heather, welcome, fam, welcome.
Welcome, Heather.
And that too is, even when you're getting like new animals too, like with the spiders and all that shit, them little containers everything's in, it's like that shit makes me nervous just to even try to get it open. It's more dangerous trying to get something open when it's brand new than it is when you already own it. It's like that. It seems to be like the worst.
Well,
like
it's funny.
How in the hell you get out that tiny goody spider like this big out of a little thing? He's scared to death. He ain't coming out of there till he's ready. That's what I did too. I unplugged the top, left it in there for 3 days.
Yeah, he tried to keep feeding that snake last night.
Like, no.
He kept trying to feed that little viper snake, that green one there. It wouldn't eat. They ended the live stream like 10 minutes after the live stream. I get a picture. That son bitch ate.
Oh yeah, no camera. They don't like that camera booth.
What's up, CSL?
Welcome to the live stream.
Alberto Arroyo.
I can't see the stream over here because I'm still running an ad. I'm like, holy shit. Are you kidding me? 27 minutes.
Dude, I
let it run. It's 27 minutes.
Yeah, I never watched the 27-minute ads.
I'm going to skip this one on you.
I do.
I'll run the ads
don't feel
for
bad.
you, bro. I usually do, but 20 minutes, I ain't watching that shit.
I got one there tonight.
Welcome,
it was from you or somebody else the same way, and I'm like, hey, dude, I'll watch the first one. I'll watch 2 minutes of that one, but I ain't watching that one,
Jason.
Prime time. What's up, Madman?
Hello, jumping in.
Jason, what's up?
I'll be back. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome.
Yeah, Madman was on there live last night. He was showing off.
I seen that. I seen that a little bit. I was cleaning rodents. I finally got around to it like 6 o'clock yesterday. Remember, I wanted to go live on Saturday. I finally got around to them late Sunday. I finally got around to actually doing the fucking rodents.
I'm doing freezer camp in the morning, so
I got like 100. That's my problem. I need to start writing shit down and do one fucking thing at a time. You know what I mean? It's like if I'm in the middle of a project and bang, another one pops in. Oh, I got to do this, and I'm off on that one. This one's half done. It's like fuck, man. I got to start prior. You know what I'm saying? That word. I need to do that better somehow. But I can't stop myself from thinking. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know how it works.
Yep. Freezer camp for sometime tomorrow.
Prioritize.
In the morning.
That's what I was trying to say. I can't say it sometimes. It won't come out.
And then I'll be down to the starting over again. So.
Oh, you're getting rid of all that shit? That's how I'm just You're freezer camp and everything?
No, not everything. I'm probably. I got grouts, and I want to get them as big as last time. So they're going to be around the small, maybe medium. Right. I'm going to get them all like there. So I'm
to get different sizes going.
Yeah, I'm going to write the weights down, like hey, smalls, this weight to this weight in the bag.
Things. I swear, man. But and it's crazy, and that's why. And with the animals, it's even worse because like if I fuck with the spider, then of course I got to check the spider cage 3 times. If I fucking anything, it kills me, especially the spiders. spiders or you know, the scorpions or anything that'll get you. It's like, so I got to check 3 times. So I'm wasting my time double checking everything, and then fuck, if I just stop and one thing at a time, if I would just complete one thing at a time, it'd be so less stressful about now. It's like I can't shut off this shit, you know, no blind.
Well, it is. I mean, that was me. I mean, I was out here trying to do one thing. I was messing with the reptile room, and you know, hell, it's midnight or so. I'm messing around, and you know, I got the heat panel all dialed in and stuff, you know, and I actually, you know,
nice.
I mean, it's probably running to keep it at say 88, like, you know, at the hot spot. I got my thermostat set at like 84.
Oh wow.
85. You know, so
yeah.
But you know, getting it going. So then she's not happy with me because I put her in there, and she's you know, she's not, I don't know, and she's big enough for it and everything. And I close it and I walk by and she kind of wanted the glass a little bit. I'm like, don't start that shit, you know. So I left her be for a while, and then come back in and she's underneath the paper, and that's where she's been. So I'm gonna get her a big hide, and if she don't like it, then I'll take her back out until she's ready for it, you know.
Get her a hide for sure. Try a hide
because
first.
I don't want her to. I mean she didn't have a hide in her tub, but it was this, you know.
Well, but if it's gonna be, if there's gonna be a freak out period anyway.
Oh yeah.
Smaller the better. Smaller the better. Don't freak her out when she gets any bigger.
Oh no, I'll get something in here. I got, you know, I get a toad or something. I'll make a hide for her, and then. But if she doesn't like it, I'm gonna take her out. You know. If she don't like it, I'll take her out and put her back until she's ready. Because some snakes like that, dude. You know.
Well, yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing, especially at the new environment. A hide's going to help. Especially, you know what? You know, you should have done it beforehand. You should have put a hide in with her, some kind of a hide in with her other one, and let her get it stanked up and all that shit, and then take it with her when you put her in the new tub.
Well, I'd put her in there before, you know, like I said.
Welcome. Yeah.
You know, I tried her before, and I put
it anytime though, right?
I put a hide in it before, and the thing was, it was like a turtle shell moving all over the place. You know, it was like. But you know
what? And that's funny too, because my big girls and shit, the little hides that are in there, I always put them back because it's like they're always like half under it or something. I can't put nothing in there that's big enough for actually to, you know, for them to hide in. At this point, the whole bin's their hide, you know. But you know, but they've been in there for so long, and if I take them out, they're always at the water bowl. They're always at the water bowl. So I just leave them in there, and they'll latch onto it or wrap around it. I think they just need something to hang on to. That's why I always wondered when they made. Now listen to this. I always wondered when they made the tubs, if they would put on the hot side, put just a round cylinder. It doesn't have to be very big. Just a round cylinder in the middle. It doesn't have to hold nothing. Just poke up. You know what I mean? To where on the hot spot, because I think that's a lot of it is because they want something to hang on to. And if there was something on the back to hang on to, they'd never want to hide. They just need something to grip to. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of them like cocoa. Whenever they're taking them out of the cocoa, their old bodies are always like holding on to it. You know, because they. Well,
you know, like with like both the snakes, but
like a water bowl,
Heather has
post in the back. You know,
they had a hide in their regular tubs in their 28 quarts. I put a hide in with a candy because she wasn't eating, and that triggered her to eat that hide because she would snag him out of that. You know, that's what was her thinking.
It's a comfort level.
So, but now that you know they got them eating good, so then she has them, where she has the darker tubs too. You know, the ARS. They don't have a hide, and they're doing good in there with them. But you know, to trigger them to eat when they weren't eating, that's exactly what I did. Is put a hide in there. You know,
put a hide.
I don't have to trigger the
retake. I've always
had
something in there. Yeah, and even now, they're like I said, they're too big for them. They'll still squeeze most of their body underneath them goddamn bowls I got in there. I don't know how they do it, but I just leave them in there just because, like I said, just for something to hang on to in the back. You know, I haven't since with the ladies that were gonna lay, because that's all I need is some goddamn bowl in the middle of some fucking eggs of mine. I'd be all pissed off. But yeah, but other than that,
yeah, I don't have. You know, they're only I've made a couple smaller hatchlings. They might like a hide, but other than that, I don't run a hide in nothing because most of them don't. You know, half of them will sit on top of it, and that's where they sit. You know, so
yeah, they might never sit on top of it.
Well, what are you doing? You know.
Well, you know they're weird. They'll do what they want.
What's up, Brad?
Really. Brad, welcome. I'm wondering if that girl, she's, well, let's say, tomorrow's 29 days, but she's within reason of her last shed. She's with 28 days since it.
Bad Blood says he's on day 35.
35, yeah. So, and she's been moving around a bunch. The other one didn't move at all. Once she got into her, when she went to the heat side, I never seen that bitch move once after that. Till she had her babies. And even then, it wasn't until after I got them off. But this one, the last couple times I've looked in the tub, she's been all moving around, looking all uncomfortable a couple times. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to keep an eye on you.
Right. I mean, I don't know. They're all a little different, but, you know.
I'll definitely get that. First season. Next season, I'm going to have bins with fucking clear tops where I can film everything. I'm going to be on. It's going to be good times. I'm too nervous to fuck with them right now. You know what I mean? I know I could, though. It's like, because especially the top one. On the 70, the FB70 one I got, I'm putting the top set's going to be plexiglass. I'm going to cut a big section right on the hot spot, big plexiglass, so I can film in.
Yeah, because you know you could take
it'll be fucking cool.
You can take one of your top of your shelves out, like on the top, and make you a different one to go in there with plexiglass, like you're talking about.
Oh yeah, or the top one. I'm just gonna cut a big old deal and put plexiglass right on the top, rivet that shit right in. Or I could even just Dremel it.
I'd take the top one out and make you a new one. That way you still have the original good shelf in there.
Well, that's true. I can't.
If you ever wanted to.
I can't find the plastic shit though. Well, yeah, but I'm never not gonna want it. If I don't want it plexiglass, I'll just paint it black or something, or put a piece of paper over it or something. I mean, once I do it, I'll probably use it multiple times.
Right.
Howdy do, howdy do, howdy do.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so it'll be good time. I see people already, even on their first season. That Atomic Reptiles, that guy, he's been filming some shit. He's candling them, trying to film some babies moving around in there and all that. I'm too nervous to mess with them this first time. I mean, I'll probably mess with them the next time. But
I don't. Once they're in that box, dude, you shouldn't be candling them. I wouldn't candle them or do none of that other shit, dude. I'd just leave them be, So.
Well, it would be cool if you could actually, get an egg going with a little swirly baby inside of it. You can see a shadow be all cool and looking cool. How you doing, man? Welcome to the live stream.
What's up, gentlemen? What's up?
It's the Bearded Madman.
Y'all doing all right tonight?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Excellent.
For a Monday,
excellent.
Mondays.
Every day's a Monday for me, man.
What's up, Landon?
Welcome.
Oh, Landon's my dude.
Right on.
Heck yeah. So what are you gentlemen up to today?
Not much. You was skunking around.
Yeah, man. Playing with a friend of mine. Playing with a friend of mine. Yeah, let's see if you can see him down in there. My dog's like, what is that? Oh, shit.
I know, dog's all like, hey, what the fuck, man?
Yep, that's a skunk. I know a lot of people's had them as pets, dude. It's crazy.
Dude, hey, he's super chill. Super chill, bro. I pick him up and he does his head right here.
Welcome to the live stream.
What's up, Rob? Is he descented or not?
He is descented, thank God.
I know a lot of people that won't that's got them that don't get them descented. They say they're fine.
I'm going with unscented.
Yeah, it's hard to find them. I would say from breeders that are selling them unscented. I've found most of the time I'm finding them unscented. A lot of people I've heard that have them descented say they keep it that way just in case they were able to escape or ever get out. You know what I mean? They still have some type of defensive technique.
Yeah, but still.
But dude, I you know what I mean? I got a business where I got a whole amount
Derek,
of animals.
He got a whole skunk? Yes, a whole skunk, Derek. The whole fucking thing, tailing off.
The whole fucking thing, my dude.
The whole thing's there. He's all
Well, I think a lot of that, though, was back in the day, a lot of people would get them and then they'd get them descented, and some of them wouldn't live after it, but I mean, that was just because I think a lot of people didn't know what, some vets don't know what they're doing either,
Some people still don't know what they're doing.
For sure.
That's very, very true. But or they took it down. Oh, Jimmy down the road, he sent that thing for you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I'm sure he will. And skin the bastard while he's at it.
Oh, look at that! He's gone jealous. Jealous of Red Dirt's beard. Well, HillJack got HillJack got a scruffy beard too.
I love my beard, bro. It ain't been brushed in the last couple hours, so it looks rather small. It's usually much more full.
What's up, HillJack?
I spent my entire day with my damn skunk buried in my fucking beard today, though. So
yeah, I seen the pictures of you and the skunk. You know, so
skunk's been around. We've seen you.
Yeah, I was letting him come out and play Hunt Dexter. Yeah, he's the shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. We got another community member that's got a skunk too. Grab your balls. Jose, he's got one.
Yeah.
Or I've seen him with pictures of one. So he's either got one or he's got a close friend that's got one that he takes a lot of pictures with.
And then the guy that helps Dylan, he's got like a dwarf possum or some kind of off-breed possum or whatever.
Wow.
He loves it. It's like it's a little bitty possum thing. It's cool.
Oh yeah, that's like Jose. He's always he's swirling around, cuddling up with that skunk. It's like what? That cracks me up.
No, bro, his name's Dexter, but my wife wanted to call him Pepe Le Pew. He's like, she's pissed off that he's been taken out of all the cartoons. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Everybody.
Everything good's been taken out of cartoons.
Shit.
You can play video games where they're beating up hookers, taking their money, and raping them and shit. You can't have a shotgun if you're Elmer Fudd and shit. Bullshit.
It is some bullshit.
It's fucking true bullshit, man.
We're gonna scream about the way society is, but blast the fucking song WAP like it's the best thing ever.
There you go.
Yeah. It's fucking just unreal. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it kills me. I don't even want to get into all that. It just, just rage. As soon as you think about it, it's just rage comes up. Like, really? I don't know.
He goes, I changed the name to Peppy, make the wife happy.
Hey, bro, it's not happy wife, it's happy spouse, happy house.
Dr. Seuss taught more little kids how to read than anything else. And they're saying he's a bad influence or something. Bullshit.
WAP is the best.
Rob, you crazy.
I want to see you get on live stream and sing it for us then.
Oh, he would.
I was just going to say, don't even say that. He'll probably be on here in a minute. He probably know every word.
That's funny as shit.
Fucking have a dance for it and shit. Rob don't play. Rob don't play.
Mm-mm.
I hear that birdie.
Yeah, I don't know where the hell. Oh, he's on the floor. Now he's walking around the floor, love. Come here. Come here, shithead.
Fucking just a bird walking around. Oh, it's just walking around.
Come here.
Cool.
Don't tell me I'll even twerk too. I'll come on there. Twerk.
Snap.
Goddamn bird. He's a pain in my ass, what he is.
Yeah, don't tempt me. Oh, that's so cool. What's up, buddy?
This specific one, KY, is an umbrella cockatoo. I got two of these. I got an African gray and I got a Nande conure. But he's my most social baby. Huh. Yeah.
Does he headbang?
Sometimes he does. He doesn't like country music at all. He screams and bangs his head into the table.
I throw some odds.
That one that screams on the YouTube, man, I have to say that fucker's pretty funny.
Have you ever seen this is one of them.
Well, yeah, it's the same kind as that, isn't it? Yeah. And
yeah.
The one that's always cussing and shit. That guy's funny, man. I have to say, him and that fucking bird cracked me up.
What makes birds like so I see some people and they start missing feathers. Is that something they get stressed or is that stress or something?
Oh, I bet,
yeah, it's due to stress, man. Sometimes they're not getting enough attention. Sometimes they're in too small of a cage. Sometimes they're in too much of a traffic area, where there's just never any calm time for them. These dudes are like humans, man. If they don't get sleep at night, they're dickheads.
You got to cover the cage.
Get back in your cage.
No, I got their own room for all my birds here. So I just cut the lights off at night and they go to sleep. Other than that, they scream all day long. So until I take them out.
Fucking crazy.
Give me that tongue. Hey, what are you doing? Give me the tongue. I want the tongue. Give me the tongue. Give me the tongue. Give me. Yeah, he's awesome.
Oh yeah.
This bird's awesome.
He sound like, don't be fucking with me.
Here, you can go back down on the ground now and go play. There you go.
Annette Cruz with a $2 banger.
Thank you, Annette. Thank you. Do they get jealous of each other in that room in there?
Hell yeah.
Oh, I bet.
Dude, okay,
I bet
so
birds are weird.
They hate that one.
My two cockatoos stay on opposite ends of the room because they're both intact males, and then I have my African gray sit in the middle because if they're next to each other, dude, they go at it hardcore.
Oh,
it's funny as shit when one gets out and climbs on the other one's cage, dude, and they go at it through the cage. I mean, it sucks, but it's funny.
Yeah, I heard like the African grays have like 100,000 word vocabulary or something like that.
Dude, they are the smartest bird, hands down across the globe, man. They aren't the prettiest. Now, I think they're absolutely gorgeous, but as far as colors go, they're gray and red or gray and maroon, depending on if it's a Congo or a Timna.
Welcome, Mary.
But dude,
Mary Pythons.
They are amazing birds.
Holy balls.
They're high dollar too, ain't they? Them African grays are expensive.
Yeah, man. I tell you what, if you find somebody that's breeding them for the love of the birds and because they want to see somebody else enjoy those birds the way they do, you can get them for $800 to $1,500. But if they're any other normal person trying to get the money, I mean, the birds are going for $4,500, $3,800 to $4,500.
Yeah.
And on top of that, there's so many scammers out there that say, I've got an African gray for sale. And then they take this huge deposit and then they never deliver.
Well, that's,
I'm not
welcome, Handpay.
When it comes to money, Handpay jackpot.
I'm not giving nobody money if I ain't there to see the damn bird and get it. You know what I mean?
It's no
insane.
shit.
Yeah, it's people, man. It's like, send me this. You ain't getting nothing.
And people who buy birds and go into birds and are into birds don't usually let birds get shipped because of how bad it'll stress them out.
Right.
And most of the time what I find on the internet when looking for people with birds, or even on Facebook for that matter, Instagram, everybody's all like, yeah, we got a bird, but we'll ship it to you. No, I'll come get it.
Yeah.
No, we'll ship it to you. No, then you must be a scam because I'll come get the damn bird.
And that's funny. He was a drunk. He got the bird from a drunk guy every time the bird would talk. It was slurred.
That's awesome. That's
crazy. Yeah, I don't think we really have any shelters around here that carry much other than dogs and cats, do we? I mean, that's pretty much all they. I mean, man, I know they got a listing, but you never see nothing on there. You know what I'm saying?
No, and I mean,
there's more the rescue groups, I think.
Yeah, it's more the rescue groups because it's Snakes Alive Reptile Rescue out by Oklahoma City, and then Safari Rescue out in Broken Arrow are the two main ones that you're gonna find that are adopting out animals.
Right.
Most other rescues are bringing them in and they're not letting them go out. These two factions just happen to run on low income donations. So if they have the ability to relocate the animal into a well-fitting home, then absolutely.
The one in Oklahoma City, they get a lot of stuff. Probably because they're by Oklahoma City, I would imagine is why they get that kind of stuff.
But Brittany, the owner of Snakes Alive, she is an awesome woman.
Yep.
Awesome woman, hands down, one of the coolest people. She's one of my bestest friends. Just hands down an all around cool person. Her and her husband both. Man,
they're at every expo, every local expo around here. They're always there.
Oh yeah,
they're awesome people.
Yeah, man, I have met so many cool people in the reptile industry, man. Just like Landon says right there, the Rattlesnake Museum in Oklahoma City. My buddy Landon works there. Just being in the expo world itself, has allowed me to meet a ton of people, so that's been really dope.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, I think it is. Yeah.
Just like meeting Not Lou and OSMR in person, and Todd. I mean, all those guys are totally awesome people, and it's cool to have a big community.
Welcome, man.
Yeah, because I mean, you start finding more people around your local area that it's cool when you can meet up with people like that, and then because a lot of times, a lot of people don't realize how many people are into them and or fairly close to them or in their community, because some people don't say a lot because that guy's got snakes down there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, but that's you hear that.
There's a bunch of people in our community from where you guys are from. It's like shit.
Oh yeah.
There's a bunch of
well, I
people
mean, they're
like,
just because I've done a lot of outreach though too. To a lot of people.
Same here, man. I mean, even since starting this show with y'all, and coming on about a month ago,
finally got a Pac-Man frog.
I've reached out to a shit ton of people,
bro.
And have brought a shit ton of people in to come watch and listen, man. It's always good to build up the community, whether it's here local or it's worldwide. We all have the same common goals, and almost everybody that's in here in this type of live stream that's watching and engaging is people who care. So that's the people that we want to talk to.
Oh, exactly.
Well, except for Irondogg, he kicked nuns and children and shit.
You would too if there's a free snake on. If there was a free pied on the other side, you'd be kicking them too.
Yeah. I would. I would. Thank you. Welcome, man. Welcome. I kick him for a pied.
I know you would.
For a pied, especially if he was a snotty little kid. If he looked at me crooked.
Yeah, why not?
I'll kick him. Everybody's got to learn a lesson sooner or later.
There's quite a few people around. I've noticed from PA. I didn't realize we're PA. There's quite a few people. I mean, popping up here and there. Well, Moto's there, and
I was just gonna say, isn't Moto Danger from there?
Moto's there, and there's some. There's somebody else I've seen.
Who else is it?
Madman.
Another person I thought. I don't know.
Who was it?
A couple hours from him, but a couple hours ain't much.
I mean, Scales or Lauren from Scales.
Oh, right on.
They're from PA too. But there was somebody else too I noticed that was up that way the other day too, and I can't remember who.
Is Handpaid from PA?
Yep.
I don't know.
21 in the house if you haven't already. Smack that like.
There could be John Feely's brother. Yeah, I can kind of see that maybe.
I know a little bit now that he says that.
That's not a bad compliment. That's a good compliment. So.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Who that guy is, but I hope that's a good thing.
But he's bearded and shit. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's stand up 100%.
Right on. I try to be a good guy, man. It pays to be a good guy in the end, even when you're being treated like shit.
No, that guy was a good guy, not you. That guy.
Oh, okay, that guy.
Damn. The guy we were talking about. No, we're still not sure about you yet. No, I'm just kidding.
Shit, Moto, you ought to go down to HillJack sometime. He's got forest cobras and all kinds of shit, dude. Every time you
better be careful. You go over to HillJack house.
Bring your hook.
All kind of shit. Alligators.
I'm trying to get my hands on a blizzard monocle right now.
A blizzard monocle? I didn't realize there were so many monocle cobras. Who was talking the other night? Oh, J&G was talking or something. I got rid of like 4 or 5 monocle cobras. I got rid of this. I didn't realize there were so many different genes in the monocle cobras. He had a couple recipes. I was like, damn, dude, there was 3-4 genes in each one or something. I was like, Jesus, I didn't realize,
Dude, I'll tell you what,
they were like that.
HillJack pulled out that.
There were some different colors, but
opened that tub and that female forest cobra hooded up about 2.5 foot tall, boy.
Yeah,
whoop! I'm like,
man.
Holy fuck! I said,
crazy.
That bitch is fast.
Well, they're all fucking fast.
No, that one was his albino's not like that. That forest cobra's big girl. She's a big girl.
The albino, he's just blind and crazy. That motherfucker, blind and crazy. That's what I'm talking about.
The ball pythons, the velipids. Man, not everybody's a goddamn venomous guru, Landon.
Yep.
We got a bunch of them in here, though.
Yeah. Well, let's see
that's
what
good.
J&G's got almost 60. HillJack, I don't know. He's got quite a few too, and then Moto's got some. I mean, there's a lot of venomous keepers in there.
Yep.
Plus, we got
a huge variety of animal people in our community. Huge.
Welcome, Venom. plus we got Joe Chandler. Joe Chandler. He's been in here and he comes in here on our stream. He makes the venom proof cages. Them are nice, dude.
Those things were fucking amazing.
The venom proof.
When you can close off the hide like that and all that shit, it's like, man, those are badass.
Yeah. Dude, my buddy John Grant has got a shit ton of them at his shop in Sand Springs.
That's because Joe's truck broke down at the show and John
scooped him up.
Oh, that's right.
Well, he gave them to John he went to a local show here. And then he's supposed to meet up with Joe too. If he's got, so yeah, Joe was supposed to go like film his shop and do some shit with him, and then his truck broke down, so John helped him out, and he said, hey, because they're friends. So I'm like, well, I have to go. I told Joe I'm going to go over there and tell him that you told me I'm supposed to pick up a couple of them cages.
Right? Yeah, me too, man. Grab one for me. Yeah. Yeah, they're really hella nice, man.
Yeah, those things are nice. Well, he said that one lady's owned a snake for what, 10 years or something like that. I think
Thank you, Hampe.
Once. Never had to deal with it one time. The only time she's
ever
had to deal with it is changing cages.
Yeah. Yeah, it's insane. Those things are awesome. I'll definitely be grabbing one.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Yeah.
They're unreal. Shit, he sold 5 or 6 of them the night we had him on the show.
J&G bought what 4 4-footers, and then they bought another, and then he bought a 2-footer or something else too, or an Arbora one. So
yeah, and I think Raz was looking into them as well.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
Hey, pay jackpots with a $5 buy.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and grab a couple of them to put in my storefront as well, so I can house.
He said he had a woman buy one, and she's had a rattlesnake for 2 years, and she's never had to deal with it.
No longer than that. Yeah.
Yeah,
forever.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, because she had his first generation cages, and he said the only time he had to mess with the snake was to actually, and he went there and actually changed to the new cage for her, and she's never had to mess with the snake. It's like unreal.
4 of the 4-foot and a 2-foot. You like them, J&G?
I don't know if he's got them yet. He just ordered.
I don't think he's got them.
Oh, okay.
Well, he liked when we were on the show. He gave us the whole tour of the cage when he had him on the show.
The feeding door is really cool. I think that's
I really like that as an accent.
Yep, they are impressive,
especially for cobras.
Yes,
that was really good. And then like he said, he goes, I go to all these expos, and if I got to be gone 2 or 3 days, I know that I feel safe with my 16-year-old daughter, can water them because that door slides for that hide, and they can't get out. He goes, she can water them or
not
whatever.
Not everybody's 16-year-old daughter should be watering.
No, but I mean,
snakes. We're not doing that. But I'm just saying, if it had to happen, it'd be very safe.
But I mean, just saying that anybody could do it without worried about dealing with the snake, and that's the good thing, So. Yeah, what do you say? Some of his rattlesnakes had like 20-something buttons on them, or 18 buttons or something. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah, like 23 buttons or whatever, the one rattlesnake, and he's proud of it. He said, he says, you never have to stress out the snake. You never have to grab it by the tail. You never have to fuck with it ever. And your snakes are just so, like, more calm.
Can we put him up?
Yes, please.
HillJack needs one for that crazy bitch.
Yeah, well, he needs them for a couple of things. Yeah, fuck, man. But it would be nice if you just pull the door and you can maintenance the whole cage. I don't even own Venomous, man, and I'm impressed. Like it, that thing is. And then he said he got like the cost down to reasonably about the same as everybody else's 4-foot cages without locks and all this crazy shit. So that's like fucking just way impressive,
Well, yeah, man, I was super impressed with the price. They were super affordable for what they were.
He said they're right about the same as everybody else's 4-foot cages, but without locks and everything. And it's like, wow, I was impressed. That guy, for doing it himself and what he's doing to inch himself along, fucking, he's rolling, man. I don't know why he's not further along, but those
he's just, it's crazy, the thing is like you said, it's not. I don't have a patent on it. It's pending. But he goes, if anybody come out with that design, none of the show vendors would let him in there because he's friends, like best friends with all the show vendors.
Vendors. Yeah,
But he's in. He knows a lot of big time venomous guys too. Like Eric Vogel and all them people. Them are some big time venomous people.
Welcome.
Oh yeah.
Yep, Ball Python Love rocking his new logo. You can see it.
Yep.
I like the baby blue. It makes the snake stand out.
What's up, Intel? How's the lemur doing?
He's doing good. Give me just a second. I'll go grab him and I'll show you. Apparently, my wife's having an issue putting my bird up, so I'll be right back.
Sure.
He's like, I need to go in. Yeah, see, that's funny. It's like, get over here and get your goddamn bird put up. I can see that. My wife would be all over me. Get your fucking bird put up. It's like, get it put away. No, she wouldn't be like that. She'd be, yeah, pretty close to that. But she'd be smiling. She's always so sweet, even when she's yelling at me. It's all right, though.
Oh, yeah.
24 in the house. Smack that thumbs up. I got 3 Irwins. Did you guys see my turtle Irwin? That's my turtle one. Do you see him? Turtle. There's a turtle in there. There's a tiny, wee little turtle.
A little turtle in there. Yeah.
There's a little,
right there. I see it. I see it. Little turtle.
Oh, you got you one? Oh, sweet. Did you get all 3?
That was supposed to be the alligator, and they sent me the turtle, so emailed it back, so now he's sending me the alligator for free.
Nice. Nice.
But
nice.
I was supposed to have the dog today, but it won't be here till tomorrow now. So.
Well, the dog's not supposed to be. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be.
Oh yeah, I already got it. It's already on the way, dude. It was supposed to be here today.
Yeah, mine's coming the 19th, I guess.
But I haven't got the snake one. That's an expensive one to find right now.
Yep.
That one's the high dollar one.
You mean this one?
Yep.
With the snake on it?
Well, see, I've noticed with Father's Day too, a lot of, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I still do not understand why the fucking turtle is in the alligator box. It's just junk.
Well, because one place that said it's a bonus, and he says, but can't guarantee you get it. You know, like it was a bonus when they did the alligator one. You know, so like a special promo maybe. You know, but
yeah.
It is what it is. Yeah, look at that little thing.
Looking. Say, hey, check out my whitener. You say whitener? Nope, I said my lemur.
Yeah.
Yeah, not everybody in the world's got one of them. That's not funny, Handpay. Nobody's talked about that for a long time. Damn you, Handpay.
Yeah, he's awesome, man. He goes everywhere with us. Kills it at the Chick-fil-A drive. Back themselves up like cartoon style, coming out of the drive-thru, falling out. I appreciate you, Mary. I appreciate you. Yeah, he's awesome.
Oh, that thing is adorable. It is unreal, awesome. That little feller.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of people like, oh, look at my baby lemur. Fucking crazy.
If he can stay that way the rest of his life, that'll be awesome, dude.
As long as I keep socializing, man, he'll be good. Yeah.
That's crazy. Man, their eyes. Awesome, it's
like. Yeah, he's got some big ass eyeballs.
Is it a boy?
It is a boy. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a boy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be finding myself a female at some point.
Which are they both about? I mean, male or female? Can they both get like that after puberty, or is it mainly just the males?
No, they both get like that after puberty, and honestly, mainly the females are the worst.
Really?
Oh yeah, man. Out of all of that I'm worked with, the females have been the gnarliest.
I mean, that's crazy.
Now, do you think there would be a change if you kept them, multiple in a cage, or you think it'd be better if you just had one? As far as
definitely keep multiples. If you have multiple, keep multiple in a cage. They are not solitary animals; they're troop animals. They thrive in packs. You can have a multitude of males.
They'll rip off your balls in packs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. They will.
But they're definitely troop status. So you'll find them in massive groups, man. Anywhere from about 3 upwards up to 100. So
John just got his wife.
You're kind of pissing it off, then, huh?
Yeah.
So I seen John just got his wife an anteater.
Yeah, dude, a South American coon. Yeah. That bastard's so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I was so jealous. He sent me a picture when he come home with her from the show he was at, and I was like, dude, I hate you right now. I hate you right now.
Yeah, because I seen a post. Somebody had some Aldabra, had quarters for sale, and they tagged John in it, and he's like,
Man, he
"Yeah,
wants
they're
one so bad.
expensive." Because you know, I just bought that anteater. You know, of course, then they're trying to hit up his wife, and they're like, "Kaylee said it's all right. It's all right." You know, he's like, "Yeah, that's a lot of money." You know, because they are expensive. You know, what's up, Todd?
I tell you what, eventually there's going to be a fuck ton of animals come up for rehome. You know, I don't know if you know who Aaron Stockmus is, but they nailed his ass and took hold of his property and seized over 300 animals, man, from camels down to fennec foxes and in between.
Really?
So, and he's a major vet out in Oklahoma City, man. He's supposed to be some major bigwig, high-to-do exotic vet. So it was sad to see that, you know, hit the news and see the condition. He's got 4 Aldabras, man, that are like we're talking 300-400 pound Aldabras that just look like horrid shit, and they're stuck in a building.
Yeah, because you know something that size right there, you're talking $80,000, $100,000 animal. I mean, some easily for one. Easily.
Take one to auction, it might see that double or triple.
Oh yeah, easily. I mean, if you could, because I've seen babies, $5,000, $7,000 just for a baby.
Yeah, I've seen $5,000 all day long myself. So
yeah,
it's insane that you know, that someone could be so into the field and, you know, be that neglectful. It really is.
You think it was just because I mean, there's no excuse, but I'm sure he's busy with his life, but do you think it just got so overwhelming with all the animals he just couldn't do it no more? And he said he just got to the point where he just said, fuck it, or what, you know? I mean, does he have people helping him or what? You know, I mean,
he was trying to do it all himself, from what I was told. You know, half of I hear two sides of the story, man. So
I mean,
part of the stories that I've heard is that, just like you said, like you know, he had a bunch of help at one time, and you know, everybody just kind of rolled up on him, and after a while his animals just started dwindling, and he just said fuck it and jumped off the cliff with it. The other half that I've heard are people saying that he was a vet that wanted to be an exotic vet and did it for the cool factor. But I'm an exotic vet because I have all these exotic animals, and it was allowing him to make more money. Now I don't know if that's the truth. That's what I've heard.
Well, I can just imagine the expense to feed them too. I mean, if you know,
just
has got to be. I mean, if you're not getting some kind of donations or help, I don't care how much money you got, dude. I mean, sooner or later, that's a big expense load to have that many exotic animals like that. You know,
man.
I mean,
yeah, I can. You know, I can only imagine. You should see what my food bill is a month.
Right. So just think if you had some camels and you know, and then you maybe, I don't know, just say a couple tigers or whatever. Say you had this 50 animals. I mean, a couple tigers, a camel, some of that alone is going to cost you out the ass to feed.
Oh yeah, that alone right there, you're looking at about $60,000 a year.
Yeah, easily. So I mean, it was in Oklahoma City.
You're looking at about $15,000 a year to feed a tiger on the cheap end.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's just one animal. And you're saying he had 300 animals, you know?
Yeah, it was stupid.
I mean, so now, you know, I mean, unless you had a couple hundred acres of pasture land where you could put some, you know, like the camels and stuff, but still you're going to have to give them hay and all this other stuff too, you know? I mean, and you know, I mean,
yeah.
Is he in Oklahoma City or does he live outside Oklahoma City?
This was in. Let me find out exactly where it was. Let me look real quick.
Strike that like button. Thank you so much, Gay.
Thank you, Gay. Welcome.
Oh, that's where it'll be.
What are we looking at?
Oh,
my animal house. He's a fabulous guy. He's got
there's a guy that they just took all these animals. He was an exotic vet out of Oklahoma City, around Oklahoma City.
Oh, I didn't mean to make
that. Norman.
Norman, which is right there.
Yeah.
300 animals they took. I neglect.
Damn, 300.
I mean, talking exotic, fennec foxes, camels, Aldabra.
Yeah, bro.
Millions of dollars.
Be back in a bit. Gotta feed and water the quail. Nice.
All right.
What's
up, DJ?
Right on.
Yeah, that's insane,
welcome,
dude.
Welcome.
Yeah.
So who's got them then? Just who has the animals?
Oklahoma City Animal Control took control and possession of everything, man.
Did they just take over his whole property? Is the animals there and they're just feeding them there, or what? I mean, where are they going to house all them animals, dude?
That I don't know, and that's why I said eventually, once they're either brought back to health or brought to a
Can
point
you drop that link for
they can be safely rehomed. I'm sure there's going to be
not Mr. Reptiles, because we already have one of those.
Ton of them getting rehomed.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy. And that's the bad thing. How many of them animals are we gonna
That's 40 minutes for me, like I said.
I mean, that might not ever go to nobody, that might get euthanized or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
That's just dumb.
There's going to be quite a few, I can guarantee it, just in the way that a ton of those animals looked, man. As a matter of fact, I just Instagrammed you both a screenshot of the post that I found it on originally on Instagram. So go check it out.
Sure will.
Yeah, I mean, it's horrible. Just horrible.
Yeah, that's sad, dude. I didn't see that. I'm pretty up on most of the news, but
yeah, man. And this was supposed to be some amazing vet that I had been getting recommended nonstop actually here lately about going out and using.
I think that was somebody. I seen somebody else that's been kind of doing that in Oklahoma City. Like, this is the guy to go to, but I mean,
yeah, but after seeing that, you're definitely not going.
Them animals do not look healthy.
No.
Like I said, I got room for the camel. Todd Autry, welcome.
What's up, Todd? Who is the vet? Aaron Stockmus.
You stuck a what?
Aaron Stockmus. He asked who the vet was. It's Aaron Stockmus.
Oh. Stockmus? That's crazy.
What's up,
y'all? What's the deal, brother?
Reptiles. What's up?
Hero.
Man, Irondogg, my Animal House, Red Dirt, everybody in the chat. What's up, y'all?
What's up, my G?
Not much. Kicking it on a Monday.
This brother right here.
Good interview you had today.
Hey, thank you. This brother right here got skunks. I said this dude got Pepe Le Pew. Yeah, I think that was a skunk.
Yeah, it was.
yeah, Pepe Le Pew and a monkey on him.
Yeah.
Lemur run around.
I said this dude got a
take
freaking.
Care of your own. You sure in the hell can't take care of mine. Exactly. Yeah.
I said, you know what? This man got a whole zoo. I got to come on and say, man.
Hey, bro, if you were local, I'd invite you over.
There. Yeah, he's got a whole basket full of tricks over there. He's the one with the fox and all that shit. And
yeah, bro. If you're local, I'd say come over, man.
Todd, I forwarded you that link. Of that thing.
I can
them look bad, dude.
I can only imagine how long it takes you to like clean, because I have like 8 animals and I'm cleaning all night. Like cleaning, water. That's a second job.
Yeah, well, it's my only job, man. This is what I do for a living now. So
well, I mean, that's because most people don't keep a corn cobra, in a big ass vision cage like that, So.
Yeah.
It's a corn cobra.
The corn cobra? Yeah, you gotta squint. It's a cobra.
Miguel put that video out today and it was about sending you gave you the shout out.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to but so you said only actually have people come and actually pay to see your animals?
Nah, pimp. They just come and hang out, man. These animals that you're seeing, these are at my home, bro. So this isn't my storefront or anything like that. All this shit, I live with a zoo. This is all in my house. I'll just show you right here, man. As I turn around,
you got a big ass
water mat. That's a water monitor cage. Down here is where's he at? There he is. The skunk's right there.
Fucking bobcat.
Yeah, dude. My bobcat's out in the garage. Like, all my animals are here at my house, bro. So I don't charge people to come come hang out. I just say, hey, if you're local and I trust you, you know what I mean? If we've talked and I see you're good people and you love animals the way I do, then hell yeah, come on.
Send it to the other.
I socialize
said
everything.
He said that's Aaron's place.
I'm only asking because you said it's your job. So I'm like, hey, you got a zoo. You paying people to get in to come in there and see.
No, man. I breed and sell exotics. So all day, every day, I take care of these stupid things, and well, not stupid things. All day, every day, I take care of these things.
He breeds a lot of monitors too.
I do, yeah. I got over 30 different species of those, so that's my forte.
Yep.
Okay, that's what's up, brother. You're doing your thing, man. Making me want to get in the breed. Shit.
I appreciate you.
When's the storefront coming?
Just having the monitors themselves is a blessing.
Yeah,
that ain't no shit.
That's what's up, man. I wouldn't. My lady would be pissed if I had that many animals. I would never go there. I wouldn't be in the animal room all night, which I already am practically. But I would never be with her.
354 animals in that animal season.
Yeah, bro.
That's a lot of fucking animals. Holy shit.
See, Todd goes to Paul Welch in Tulsa.
And where is he at? Because I know his DBM place just ain't Paul Welch. So you got to give me a vet name.
Yeah.
He's been a go in those AC area for years.
Yeah. And that sucks, man, because people been going to him for years. He's built up such a rapport. So to have this all turn around and he be viewed from the opposite side of the fence, it's almost tear jerking for me, man, because that's someone that a lot of us as keepers really looked to for advice and for closure on a lot of things.
Yeah.
And then when you see that type of stuff, all these people that have dealt with this person in the past are going to now look back and go, well, was he really right? Or, well, did my animal die because he was wrong or was giving me bullshit? And that's
they're probably going to question some shit now. Yeah, they're probably going to question some stuff for sure.
I mean, I hope he did his vet job 100%. I think, man, to me, it's just like that's a more than a full-time job alone, just taking care of them animals. That's a all day, every day job. And if you ain't got no help, dude, or you lost the help, I mean,
then it's time to
you
start.
You should have placed an ad, then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I need help.
I'm sure it gets bad too if you start getting overrun. You're trying to do it by yourself. You want to save the animal, but then you're really not.
He could have reached out to the community, dude, and I'm sure people would have volunteered different times to come help the man.
Absolutely.
And he could have said, "Hey, if you come out and volunteer today, I'll give you a so discount or a free visit." To help him out, dude, I'm telling you, there could have been multiple avenues he could have went down before he got to that.
Yeah,
unless it just got to the point where he couldn't afford to feed him. I mean, that could have been it too.
Yeah, but man, even at that point, man, you're making a good amount of money as a vet, and you should be able to afford it, like you said.
Well, yeah, but if you're paying for your building, your vet building, you got all that overhead. Say.
Yeah, if you're telling people, hey, you can come volunteer here, I'll give you a free vet visit, you know what I mean? You're giving yourself tons of exposure. There's ways around it. Being neglectful was really just the main thing that happened.
It is. I mean, because with that kind of, I mean, there had been a ton of people
that would have to pick up
that had the experience to go out there,
but it wasn't for sale yet. Yeah, well.
But too, you just can't let nobody go
maybe
out
next time
messing with any kind of animal either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably did okay.
That's the thing too.
He neglected his own. Yeah.
There is a line that you have to draw.
Overwhelmed.
You can't cross, and that's a fine line, especially when you have people that are around that are your friends versus just normal everyday visitors or strangers that are coming around. I have to be real careful about what I let my friends do in front of everybody else.
For sure. I mean,
just for safety purposes, I let some of my friends' kids go in with my bobcat and my fox and stuff like that. But be honest with you, gentlemen, any person that's not a family friend that I haven't known for a long time, 16 and under are not going in with my bobcat or my fox, just because there's a line to be crossed, and there's a maturity factor there where you can understand a little something more at that age rather than a very young age.
Well, you think about it too. It could be perfectly fine, but some people talk loud or they scream, get real loud. That's really fearful for a lot of animals sometimes, being too loud. A lot of people don't realize,
Yeah.
I mean, because they're excited and they get loud and the animal kind of freaks out then,
There's no excuse for that.
I mean, they pick up on our senses, you know what I mean? So if you're freaking out and going insane inside, they start to do the same, man.
Yes.
And that's where kids get bit and nailed all the time. And it's no fault really to anybody but the keeper of the animal, because that person should have known better.
And the animal ain't doing it to be mean. He's just scared,
Yeah, it's natural reaction. Just like if somebody walked up and slapped you, 9 times out of 10, your natural reaction is reach out and slap somebody back. Right? It is what it is. At least that's my natural reaction.
I've been trying to for almost the last year, but I can't reach my hand through this screen to get Justin. I mean, I've been trying so hard. I was gonna say a high five. That's what I was talking about, Justin.
Hey, we need to get with his wife so we can go like this in the screen, and then on the other end, she's behind him like.
She would do. Hey, she would do it. I couldn't, and then I'd feel I couldn't do that because she would do that. I mean, she gets in his mug the way it is anyway.
She would. She sneak up on me and smack me in the back of the head in a minute.
Time you off tonight, Derek?
I'm not up till 6 in the morning.
Oh, damn.
Yep.
Heroes never sleep.
Dr. Feelgood.
Get that money, bro.
Man, so what you gonna get next new, man? What you getting new next?
He's all 2 for you, 1 for me.
I'm going for a serval next, man.
A serval? What's that?
A serval. It's an African cat. It's
this brother
it's a little taller. It's a little taller than a bobcat, but it's more slender and it kind of resembles a mini cheetah.
Yeah, they're cool.
Nice.
They are cool. I don't know if you know what a Jeanette is, but it looks like a serval and a ferret screwed and had a baby, and I want one of those like it's going out of style too. So
what you doing?
A serval and a ferret?
Yeah, it looks like a serval and a ferret had a baby, bro. Here, I'll show you. It's nuts.
Let's see. I gotta see one.
What you doing? Flying to Africa and bringing animal back?
Nah, bro. That's the perk of being licensed, man.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's got a ton of crazy licenses and shit.
Yeah.
and in the fact too, there's a lot of animals you don't have to have a license for in Oklahoma too.
Well, that's true.
Really, it just comes down, man, to knowing somebody that knows somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How well you've presented yourself in this industry. You know what I mean? Gets you everywhere in this industry. I've noticed it's a lot about.
And not only that, I mean, once you have the conservation out a few times that the animals you have to have, and they look at your cage and they stop in anytime, and they can come in and they know you're keeping it right. They don't worry about people like that as often as some of the other people, because they know you're up to par on everything,
Right.
Especially when you welcome them in their house, when you welcome them to your house, then they know, hey, he's good,
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I just have a feeling it's like if you had a Great Dane and a Dachshund mix, it'd be like a cool looking body on little bitty legs. That's what I kind of picture this goddamn cat.
That would be the dumbest looking dog ever.
I only have 325 or
no, but I'm just saying you'd think of like a big body. That's what I'm thinking. A ferret.
All right, you ready, Justin?
All right, hold on.
All right, let's see.
Oh yeah, it looks like a cheetah.
It does.
But it's not. It don't look that tall though. So.
No, it's the size. It's the size of a regular house cat, my dude.
Yeah.
Man, it's just linky. It looks mischievous.
They're dude. $5,000 for one of these damn things, but I want one so bad.
It really has a mischievous look on their face, like I'm gonna fuck something up today.
DG reptile. No, man, it's a lemur, ring lemur. Like Heather said.
Irondogg,
man. Close enough.
I almost didn't know. I almost didn't think he was going live tonight because I didn't see the thumbnail.
I put it out last night.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Ooh, Heather, if you pay for an ocelot, I'll take one. That's a $10,000 kitty. Yeah, but I would take one if you're willing to pay for it. I'll go in Hazzies with you. How about that? We can co.
What's up, Mason? Yeah, Justin shared it out before we went, but I'm surprised you didn't get a notification on it.
I didn't get one.
You know,
and then, even when I came to the page, it was no thumbnail. I had to ask Kurtwood. I was like, "Is he going live tonight?"
That's weird.
Yeah, because I got the notification and everything.
I didn't get a notification, and I couldn't see your thumbnail.
Sometimes, you know, YouTube's been shutting notifications off. You know, just check and make sure it's on all. I mean,
yeah,
dude, like I said, I was subscribed to Dylan forever, and they unsubscribed me from him. But I still got the notifications. I still had notifications on, but it said I wasn't subscribed. I'm like, come on, man. You know, YouTube does shit like that.
Well, sounds like you need to move, Heather.
I told Savannah to come check out the show, brother. She said she's gonna be watching.
No
cool.
Yet. No eggs.
And then all when we got off the camera, she said I can bring the whole crew down, man. So we all need to get together and go to Gayland. She let us in free.
Oh yeah, and somebody said good luck on that, didn't they?
No, she's
I'm not fast enough. I got a bump ankle from a dirt bike accident. I cannot get close enough. No gator. I'm not fast enough to get away. I'm just telling you, can't do it.
Private tour with the Gatorland Queen.
Oh, they're talking about moving
from afar.
They thought Florida, but they X that out because of the shit going on.
I ain't very fast. I
think they're talking maybe Carolinas or.
Come to Kansas, buy Animal House. We go herping.
Man, I found Justin a nice house. I don't know what the problem is.
Oh fuck.
Lazy.
I mean, hey, I'm talking everything you wanted to. Everything you wanted. Big garage, big backyard, new fence, landscape, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. Hey, you got enough people here. We'll help you.
Yeah, bro.
That's a long way.
Hey, I'm a redneck, bro. I got truck and trailers for days.
Yeah,
I got truck and trailers.
No, I'm not. I'm kind of joking.
Hey, but then you think about it. You got to look at it this way. Then you're also a little bit closer to Randall, so you know, kind of in the middle of everybody.
Well, yeah, I'm not. I don't need any convincing, but
yeah, Tennessee for some reason. I think Tennessee's nice too.
I think so too. Should go into Chattanooga. It's a hell of a place.
Yep.
I got family out there. It's amazing. Lookout Mountain, all that good stuff.
I think that's where Red Bottom Pythons is at too.
Oh hell yeah.
That's Chattanooga.
Hell yeah.
So when we now this show is talking about selling reptiles, right?
What?
Yeah, it was just I put a topic.
I don't think we've ever really talked about the topic.
Hey,
well, we were going to. I mean, no,
I mean, the topic. So
it's just just if anybody had, a lot of it was
the host was a little bit.
No, because I guess a lot of it I guess it was going to be brought up too.
Well, the co-host is always fucking.
There was a thing going around with the PayPal, so a lot of people use PayPal, and
they're banning everybody.
They're kind of banning their accounts and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you get money in your PayPal, take it automatically out and put it in a different bank account.
Why are they banning people?
It's a new implement that it's all about with animal sales.
The friends and family, and they're not making any money.
Yep.
That's what it boils down to. I mean, it's all about money.
Damn.
But I mean, that's just it. I mean, if you say you sell some animals and you use it, because some people use it as once they get the money, they don't ever take it out. So say you got $7,000 in your PayPal and you've got it from animal sales, and say you did them all friends and family, like all of us, they're mad because they didn't get a goddamn penny of that.
They don't get no piece of the pie. They gotta have.
They ain't getting their 3%. I mean, so if you do as a business, I mean, it's not that much they take, but and then you look at Venmo, this owned by PayPal. And I think Cash App even maybe. I'm not even sure on Cash App. So it's just something they put. I heard, like Full Throttle Reptiles and a bunch of other breeders they got their accounts banned. She had hers banned for, they said 180 days, and she has $2,000 locked up. And she's a legit breeder, dude. I mean,
that's bullshit.
Legit breeder.
But that's the thing. If you are a legit breeder and you're using the friends and family, that was your own bad on that one, kind of.
Well, I don't think she was using friends and family. They said they told her is because it was animal sales, and it's a new policy. It's a new policy that PayPal said that no more animal, it's not to be using it for animal sales. So, you know, everybody's trying to do something against the community, and that's just another thing, you know. So, you know.
Yeah, I seen that they were banning a lot of people. They banned Wolf. And he was like, I'm pissed, man. PayPal banned me.
Boats and hoes.
Yep.
Boats
Exactly.
and hoes. He comes out of nowhere. That was good. Boats and hoes.
My bad.
But
man.
I mean, I like to just put the info out there. I mean, you do what you want, and you may be good. You may never get hit, but I'm just saying, it would suck if you. If I mean, if you're
any of that shit right now. Fuck
I mean, if they held $2,000 of my money up, dude, that's gonna hurt me, and I'm probably gonna hurt somebody.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know. I'd be on there going,
my attitude too.
Yeah, I mean, because it's not like I got millions of dollars and $2,000 would be like $20. I'm saying you got $20 is a lot of money. I don't care, but you hold my money up like that.
Especially if it doesn't get to what I'm trying to spend it on, I'm really gonna be pissed off. It's like you know, it's like fuck, I'm trying to buy something, motherfucker.
Right.
All right.
Yep, the ban is permanent. Yeah, but I mean, and what it does then is you'll eventually get that money back, like in 6 months. But you're banned from PayPal. And what's bad is the person who sent you that money, they can also ban their account as well.
Oh yeah, okay. So
now they're going fucking just buck wild. That's just crazy.
Yep.
That's stupid.
Yep.
You know, I mean, if they want to change shit, just change it. Say, hey, don't do this no more. Don't fucking just go ape shit on everybody. Fuckers.
Yeah, it's just a bad deal, you know.
Back in the live stream. So Brad,
I guess we'll just all have to get a web page with a little square credit card to set credit cards and just have people pay you through credit cards. I mean, goddamn.
Well,
it's almost getting to that point.
Confused.
Well, with my business, I can use I got a Chase. I got a merchant Chase scanner that I can use through my bank account, so I don't need Chase or Cash App.
I guess we need to start getting into Dojo Coin and Bitcoin, and I guess that'll be the way we have to do things nowadays.
Hey, I've got a fuck ton of Doge myself, bro. My buddy Landon, he took the toss up on it when it was still 2 cents and bought 2,000 shares. So he talked me into buying in on it, and so I got about 100 shares, and I'm working on it. Going up little by little.
Hell yeah!
If it ever blows up, we'll be rich.
Ride the wave and get the money off that Dodge, huh?
Hell yeah!
I would say, I wish I was smart. I shouldn't say not smarter, but I wish we had the knowledge to make these sites so we don't have to go through them. Like I wish the reptile community had the knowledge to make their own morph market or make their own PayPal.
Well, I don't think you're going to beat morph market. I don't think you'll get a platform better than morph market because it's already pretty put in place for us. I think if they can come up with their own
food stamps
with their own system to pay somebody, you know, like I think that would be good. That's what they're going to have to implement now. If you're a morph market, and say you know, like you're going to have to go through some kind of deal, maybe you know where you trust them with your credit card or whatever, or you know to pay through, and then they send the money to the seller. You know, I mean, it's going to have to be something like that now. You know, I mean.
You know,
but I mean,
there's always somebody's going to figure out something. I mean, it ain't going to take long.
Yeah,
you know?
But I mean, I guess if people said to me $1,000 in my account's called Irondogg Reptiles, just by saying, they're going to look at it and go, well, I'm going to ban him just because his business is animals. I mean, I don't know.
Well, with your name, you're going to, with that. Well, me too, my animal house, they're going to know it's fucking something.
But I'm just saying that.
Sales, you know?
If there ain't, if as long as you don't put, like Heather said, hey, here's $400 for, a candy ball python, then they shouldn't be, how do they know that that's what she bought off me,
Well, yeah.
I mean, she could put $400 for candy, and I'll be, I sent her $400 worth of candy, I mean. But,
it was Laffy Taffy's, motherfucker.
I sent her a bunch of goddamn cowtails.
I got an emergency. I'll let y'all.
All right.
Right on, bro.
But, I mean.
That means somebody needs some Vicodin.
That means Dr. Feelgood's got to go deliver some feel-good medicine.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like mine's. I got mine just set up through like my email. You know, I don't 13. You know, I don't have nothing. You know, but it.
Actually, I think
I mean,
ours is just in Trish's
eBay's your people
Trish
buy it
set it
that
up.
use PayPal and eBay all the time. You know, so I mean,
could be
you
a
know, I
good
mean,
deal for sure.
I mean, who says you ain't ordering a cage or supplies? You know,
And you know what? And you know,
Yeah.
and you know, somebody's got. I mean, the person that the PayPal themselves have got to take some kind of responsibility. When you put a fucking either do it business or friends and family, they got to know that a ton of people is going to use that friends and family to save that extra money. It's like, you know, so they almost fucking they did it to themselves. They knew it was going to happen.
Well, and you know, I just also wonder if it isn't something that's happening through kind of Instagram too. You know what I mean? With all the shit.
So it's all because of that one motherfucker. Yeah, we know.
You know, I mean, you know, somebody who knows. You know, I mean, that's the thing. You know, I mean.
Yeah, man. You don't have to hit it all at once. It's your weed.
Shit. Come here, Dex.
But damn, you can take two.
Hey, come here, little man. Come here, Dexy Dex.
Be right back.
When he says, "Oh, little man, come here," who knows what it's gonna be?
Fucking skunk.
Jesus. I know. Could be a goddamn dog, cat, skunk, bobcat.
It's definitely my skunk.
Could be a fucking bird.
It is definitely my skunk.
I get it. Ban people's account, but hold their money is bullshit.
I'll put this on before I leave real quick.
Exactly. You can't be taking people's fucking money like that. See, now that's fucking crazy.
Let's see if we can.
I don't know if I want to snuggle with no goddamn skunk.
He's
Maybe.
awesome.
They're kind of cute.
Super soft.
What's up, buddy? He's all just sitting there. He looked all scared to death. Like, what the fuck? You people looking at me? Oh, look at the nose on them little fellers.
Yeah, he's super soft.
Oh, he do look pretty cool.
Yeah, he's super sweet, dude. He's heavy little bastard.
Will they eat rodents on command?
No, I wish.
Oh, okay.
But watching him chase a rodent is pretty goddamn hilarious.
Oh, I bet that would be pretty good. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
What do you feed him? Dog food, cat food, what?
No, I feed him insects and greens.
Oh, do they? Okay.
And fruits.
I thought they were like part of like the dog family
like
or
that, but
something like that, you know.
The people that usually keep them in pet stores and shit like that for sale, they're to make it buy cheap. They're feeding them dog food, some dry food, some wet food. But he's
ain't not all that dog food is cheap, man.
Well,
my goddamn dog food, that goddamn dog of mine cost me a fortune. Tiny little bag cost me $50.
Shit, I always fed my dog diamond. I like diamond dog food.
Are you feeding your dog fucking diamonds?
No.
Yep.
$50 for a little bag.
He's like goddamn allergic to everything in the goddamn world.
Diamond ain't that expensive, dude.
It's either I give him like $80. I give him $80 a month in pills or some shit, or else I give him like $50 a month in dog food.
Jeez.
Yeah, all my dogs ate diamond food is what I fed them. But you know, like I see people feeding their rodents some of that doggy bag or something. What they call it. I tried it one time, that doggy bag. I didn't even go through the whole bag, dude. I'm like, hell, I can tell the difference in my rats automatically, dude.
I have not heard any good dog food that you can feed to your rats where they don't get all.
Oh, Heather uses some retriever or something. It's real high protein, but it's not all the time. You know what I mean? It's like mixing it in with.
It's like, and additive is one thing, but yeah, because it's like usually when people say dog food, their rats are always grazy and funky, and even when I didn't buy rats, you could tell when you bought the rat. Yeah, when you buy the rats, you could tell it was like, oh man, it was like you got fed dog.
Well, because that doggy bag that you get down at Tractor Supply that everybody talks about, like a 40-pound bag of it's like $8 or something, $10. You know?
Oh no, I can't do
it. I mean, it's like
$30.
It's like okay, you might to me that's like you might as well just feed it some old Roy's, some cheap ass shit.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
You don't even feed the wild.
Mine like the retriever. Okay.
So I feed Taste the Wild.
See, that's expensive too.
Yeah, it is, honestly.
Yeah, and so, but I've always had good luck with Diamond. I mean, Diamond to me is good dog food, and they got good coats and everything. You know, they got the puppy.
Well, yeah, a few pieces now and then and shit just to boost up a little protein is all good. But when people are trying to feed them as a full diet, it's like they get all greasy and funky.
You can tell, and I don't think they, you know, when it's strictly dog food, I don't think the litter numbers are as high either. You know what I
mean? Yeah, I bet.
But you can tell the stink, the greasy look of them when it's just, you know, certain, you know, because you know people are feeding just straight dog food. They're feeding cheap dog food. You know what I mean? But don't you got to watch out for some of that stuff that's got that red dye or something in it?
I try to.
Well, yeah.
Right. I mean, I heard something about that, but
Retriever mini chunk, 22%, 52 bags, $20. Well, that's pretty good.
And we don't like a lot of shit made with corn.
Yeah.
Now Rob's got some rat food that he's been getting, dude, and he said it's phenomenal, dude. He goes, you can like break it open, you can like smell like apples or something. Like it's really made great.
Nice.
I can't remember what it's called, but something Feed River Bills or something. What's it called, Rob? I wish I could get it, dude, because the way he said he could, you know, you ain't getting all that powder like you do from Missouri, and you know, it's just really good rat food, you know.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I use the Missouri rat diet quite a bit myself. It works out phenomenal.
That's all I use. That's all I use is Missouri.
It's phenomenal.
And
so
it's easily accessible here local.
And just a little bit of extras, but yeah, I use the same shit.
Now I would probably switch to Kent's if I could get Kent's.
Okay.
Because I use Kent. I got a couple bags of it, and my rats loved it, dude. And it was cheaper.
Now, what is actually Kent? Is it an actual rodent food?
Yeah, I think it's a hog. I think it says hog cube, but it's. I mean, people use it for
food.
It says hog cube on the bag, but it's people say it's for rats, and I know people that's all they feed, and they like it, dude.
Yeah, I've heard you guys talk about the Kent.
Tucker Mills is what Rob gets.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what it was actually called.
He said, I like picking it up. Makes my Jeep smell like apples. And he literally says he's broken up and you can smell it. And he says, it's just great stuff, dude. He goes, see the grains and corn and all that stuff. So it's something good for him. But I think you can only get it around where he lives, though. That's the thing in Kentucky. So,
well, yeah.
Well, Rob, you're going to have to just get you a pallet and come down to Oklahoma and drop some off for me in Red Dirt.
Yeah, no joke.
I use Kent. Yeah, see, I use Kent. It's a Blue Seal product. It's rat diet on the tag. Yeah, it says hog cube. I know on somebody it says rat diet on the tag. It's good. The chunks are a little bigger than the Missouri ones. You know, the pellets.
Yeah.
But man, I'll tell you what, dude. When I got them 2 bags, I tried it out. My rats loved it.
Yeah.
So, and you know Heather, she's producing rats like crazy. So in ASF, so.
And if anybody's new to the chat, that's not a cat he's petting. Just saying.
Oh, you
that's
sure?
That's fucking Pepe Le fucking Pew.
That's a fucking big old pussy cat.
How old is it?
He is 1.5 years old.
Cool.
So one of my good buddies hand raised him since he was a baby, and all right, so a mutual friend of ours, he's shutting down his pet store and moving to a different location. And my buddy's like, man, I'm going to have to sell Dexter. And I'm like, no, the fuck you aren't. And he's like, yeah, man. He's like, I don't have time or room. And he's just not getting the attention he needs. And so I took his ass home.
Yeah, so, he coming home with me.
Did he just let you have him then, or did you have to pay for him?
Man, I haven't paid anything, so.
Or is it kind of like, hey, if you ever can get back to maybe,
pretty much, yeah. If he wants him back, I'll give him back, man.
I'll give you visitation rights. You can come see him on the weekends or whatever.
Yeah. And this dude comes over.
And I won't charge you child support for it or nothing. I'll waive the child support.
Oh, if he comes over all the time anyway, then that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, he comes over all the time and kicks it with me anyway. He's a great guy. I just didn't want to see this little guy right here
get sold off some weirdo. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's my buddy.
And knowing that he can still come see it and stuff too, and he hangs out. and he knows that you're going to take care of it.
That's huge.
I'd rather have somebody have it that's I know is going to take care of it, and I come see it, than somebody that, man, you just don't know, because
yeah, and that's,
somebody's going to go, oh, I want that skunk, and next thing you know, it ain't feeding it right, treating it right, and then it's just living a bad life, dude.
Yep. I mean, again, man, it's
what's up, Pat Pittman?
It pays tribute to the amount of time and effort we as keepers have put into the industry when you have some trust like that. So
yes.
I've spent years building a name and a reputation for being an upstanding person. I'm very open and honest. If I don't know something, I'll tell you. I usually don't open my mouth unless I've got firsthand experience with it. And I've never done anybody wrong. And I'm not out to be anybody's competition, man. Let's say the three of us all owned pet stores. It don't matter to me. I mean, there's going to be times where
it should be a competition. It should be helping each other out.
I have a customer that wants, you know what I mean? And I don't have, that I can send your way or Justin's way. And it happens same vice versa. This is supposed to be just like you two gentlemen have pegged it. Exactly. Just like you two gentlemen have pegged it. One united community. And if we can all get around that idea, really grasp awesome. That idea, this industry would be safe in itself. USARK would have nothing to worry about. But we can't do that for some reason. Everybody's got their own master opinions, and everybody thinks they're the master of something.
Then it gets to the point where, like in the pet industry, like what you're talking about, we should be helping each other out. If you ain't got it, go here. I should be on the phone saying, hey, you got this red dirt over there? Yeah, I do. Okay, I send you there. Or if you don't, call this. But, because if you don't, the next thing is going to go is, you've got 10 Savannah monitors, and then now I'm going to say, yeah, I got them. I'm going to cut them $10, $20 cheaper. You're going to get that, and then it's just bad for the hobby, dude. It's like, if you maintain them prices and stick with their prices, it helps everybody grow. You're not, because when you undercut somebody, you fuck the whole market, dude.
Yep, exactly. You do. And there's a lot of us here local, as far as breeders and store owners, I think, that have that same mindset. I know the local shops around here, the 3 local shops around here, I've got a good rapport with. As a matter, like I said, one of them, this guy right here came from one of them. So I do the same thing, and they do the same for me. Hey, if they don't have it, come check with me. If I don't have it, I send them to them. Let's just say you're calling me for a ball python. I may have ball pythons, but if I know that Justin over there has the specific ball python they're looking for, then I'm not going to continue to try and sell them my ball pythons. I'm going to point him his way, because eventually he's going to repay the favor. At least that's the idea for the game to be that way.
Yeah, and then if he hits me back up and says, hey, I need this, it's like, oh, go back to Red Dirt, because I don't got that when he does.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
But I mean, you should be able to, I've seen it in some, what do you call it, in some markets, not the pet trade, that I've seen people call up their, which everybody would think they're competition, but their friends, and say, hey, do you have this part or whatever, or this, and send them, instead of just sending them there to not know, they call them up and find out. And they have a good relationship like that, because then you're knowing, hey, I'm sending this person to you, so hold on to it, if you got it, and then that's legit, I mean.
Yeah, I can say all day long, hey, I sent those people to you. But it's one thing when I can call you and be like, yo, Iron, I've got these people that want this specific animal that you got, and they're on their way. Yeah. Can you hold it? You know what I mean? Yep. And that, not only can you say that you've pointed them in a direction, but you're showing action that trust can be built and played on.
Well, it's still getting like that, I think, too, in the, more in the expos. More people get along now, the vendors, where it's not, it used to be pretty cutthroat, where now more people are friends, and it's because the way it is, there's more people sharing, and
killing them old boys. It's killing.
Well, you're weeding out the flippers that used to come to your hey, I'm your buddy. Hey, Dirk, give me this for $800, and go set it on my table for $12.
Yep.
I mean, and you're like, I really don't care, because I got my money out of it. What he sells it for is his deal, but that's wrong, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
that shouldn't be the way the game sits. Yeah,
but it used to be like that years ago, dude. You know, I mean, a lot. You know, hell, listen to Sean Bradley talk on some of his interviews and people he's been on. He'll tell you that's how it used to be all the time, dude. You know.
So show.
But I mean, I don't know. I think that's why I like a lot of smaller breeders and more people. You know, I mean, I'm not saying the big breeders ain't like that, but I mean, it seems like a lot of people help everybody out more, you know, or try to. There are some that just say "fuck you," you know.
Well, yeah, there's always going to be them.
And there's some that hate on the big breeders because of jealousy.
Yeah, I mean, man, we can all be jealous all we want, but hey, where there's a will, there's a way. If you want it, go get it. You know what I mean? And
for sure.
I'm that guy, man, that has that attitude, and I don't listen to any people say, well, I couldn't do it because of this. Yeah, well, I mean, there's always a workaround, man. So if you want something, go get it, go make it happen. I quit 100,000, you know, or a 6-figure income a year to do this full time. So if you know, got to make sacrifices, man. If you want it, go get it.
All right.
And
sure.
As long as you got other people that are like-minded in your camp, you know what I mean? I feel like, in my personal opinion, you're a big product of the people that you hang around, that you associate yourself with.
Right.
If you put yourself in the right presence, you know?
Oh, yeah, you'll grow. I mean, just the people the people in this chat here, they're all amazing, dude. You know?
Yeah.
And as long as, and they know, they're not stupid. They know good people, they know bad people. I ain't got to tell them.
Absolutely.
You know? Yeah.
And if,
like Heather, that's a good person right there.
We got levels everywhere, you know. I mean, we got from the rookie,
that's the one that
to veterans, you know.
That's the one you definitely want to be friends with, because man, she'll X you out real quick.
Hey man, she's got a sexy 100% het pastel that I want, a het clown that I want, that I would like to pair with my female. So I've been trying to talk the wife into letting me get on the go ahead for that. But so don't think I haven't forgotten about you, Heather. I have not.
You know, got that lamer skunk kind of popped up out of it. Well, you know, if the wife wants a lemur, the wife gets a lemur. You know, I mean,
that's how we got the fox. The wife wanted a fox. The wife got the fox.
Tell her, hey, this snake ain't near as expensive as that fox. Got to hold that one card in your back pocket, honey. Hey, this isn't even a quarter.
Yeah, you sure I can't spend that money because you spent a lot.
Yeah, but it's good, and you know that's what's good, because you know anybody here will help you out if you ask, you know, and that's the thing.
Well, for sure.
And you know, it's getting that season, and I tell people, you know, like we got Mike from Boston Boas coming back on. He was on the show last year. He's going to be on the show the 28th.
Heck yeah.
You know, he's got a lot of babies. Most all of his will be born. I think he might have one girl that will be gone after our show, but man, we help him sell animals. Hey, you know, if you want to, you know, hit this guy up, and we let him show them off. And then, you know, they got more market or whatever. And then usually they'll be like, and he's the type of guy, he'll say, hey, if you mention Iron Animal Show, I'll give you this amount of discount. You know, you spend this money, I'll give you free shipping. But, you know, it's people like, you know, if anybody in here has got animals, they know all they got to do is reach out. Hey, come on the show. I don't care if you just want to be on for 15 minutes to show your animals off and say this is what you got for sale.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we're all about that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like again, what y'all been standing on from the beginning, one united community, man. And then I really respect what you two gentlemen are trying to do. So I appreciate y'all having me on the show whenever y'all get the chance.
Hell yeah. Yeah, like I said, we got open show. Anybody's welcome, man. It's what it's about, man. Hanging out.
We were always trying to get, I was always trying to get us booked up all the time for guests, and we had a lot of good guests on here. But these open chats are good too, because you know we bring people on that just want to jump on, you know, and that's, you know, for sure. I like that, and we can talk about anything going on, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, we got a guest this Friday. Cold-blooded Monstars, McFly's coming on Friday.
That it is, Venom.
It's somewhere for sure. Oh, there he goes again, trying to hog it up. The guy's a hog. He's doing it when he's by himself.
So what are you smoking on? Some skunk over there?
Yeah. Some Pepe Le Pew.
He don't know if it's from the weed or from the skunk. He don't know where the smell's coming from.
It's a head
he's
change
the one
either
where,
way.
you know, somebody come behind him and say, hey, what's that? What, you smoking weed? It's like, turn around.
Yeah, man, that smells weed. No,
it's the skunk.
It's this guy. I promise it's this guy.
Yeah, blame it on the skunk. Blame it on the skunk.
Oh, yeah, Carl. I appreciate that.
It's like, no, it's the skunk. They're like, what are you talking about? Hold it up. It's like, yep, skunk.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, he's awesome.
So do they got like no smell, like a little bit, like, you know?
When they're descented, man, he's got a little bit of a pungent odor, but nothing that like, but I mean, I have to, for me, you know what I mean? Of course, I live with a fucking zoo, so my smell's a little retro, but for me, I actually have to smell him to smell it. You know what I mean? I don't walk in and smell skunk. You know,
it ain't like a ferret where, you know, ferrets you need to, you know, how they'll get it. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, no matter what you do.
Fucking horrendous.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. If you don't keep up on them, they're just nasty, dude.
Yeah, no, these are much better.
Cool.
And poke your butt up there, showman. You know, say hello to my little friend.
Ferrets fucking stink no matter what you do.
And you don't see, you know, you used to see them for sale a lot. You don't see them as bad as it used to be, you know, because I think people kind of got over that craze there 10, 20 years ago when, you know, and then it'd be the thing, you get 2 or 3 of them, you know, and it would be like, wow, you know, now you're getting lots of smells with them, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
I mean, it's just.
One would be plenty.
Yeah, it definitely is plenty. I'll give you that. But man, he's cool as shit. It's like having a cat that can't jump on the counter.
Now, what part of what family is that? Is that in the dog family or the cat family? I think the claws don't retract, do they?
No, they don't. So
so to me, that would say dog. I mean, more of a dog family in the fact. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you there. I can't tell you that I know because I don't know, but in my own educated guess, I would be right there with you.
I mean, I was thinking I heard that one time somewhere, but I wasn't for sure.
Once upon a time.
But everybody would think cat because of what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. But their personalities are spectacular, man. If you get one and can raise it from a baby, just spectacular.
That's crazy. Well, I mean, you put enough time in, you can probably make just, you know, you can do that with just about anything you put enough time in.
Oh, yeah. I think
ain't no puffing on the live stream.
I think that's really one thing that I really like about working with exotics is the understanding that if I put the time and the effort there, I can prove there's a bond, there's a relationship, there's an emotional connection between the both of us.
Right.
You know, and there's a lot of people out there that say animals don't have emotion. And so I enjoy being that guy that can, you know, show differently, and educate differently. You know, hashtag get educated.
We need to get them videos of yours popping off a little bit more.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Do you have TubeBuddy downloaded?
TubeBuddy. Let me see if I ever downloaded that.
Man, that would be, you know, just even if you even did the $9 a month thing on it, the keyword scores that help you title stuff is worth it, ain't it, Justin? Because it gives you all the keywords that are hot, you know what I mean, that you can use in the tags. It helps you tag your videos that's where people see a lot of that, you know.
TubeBuddy. I'm looking up. Oh shit, there it is right there. It's like it heard me talking about it.
That's how that works. It's just gotta hear you, and your phone already knows what you're gonna look for. Yep.
All right, so I got it downloading right now, so I will definitely be getting in on that tonight. Looking into it.
Yep. And if you want to get on it, let me know. I'll give you a code to get you a discount on it.
Right on.
I was gonna say, shouldn't he do it through his computer though, or was it cheaper through the phone? One of the ways was cheaper, wasn't it?
No, I think no. It's the same. It's just if you do a yearly or monthly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
yeah,
you know, if you do
it down differently or something. Yeah,
because if you do a yearly, of course you're saving money, but then you're putting out a whole chunk for the year. I do it monthly. You know.
But it doesn't matter if I do it on my phone or on the computer.
I wouldn't think so.
I thought it did make a difference.
Okay.
I mean, you still want it downloaded on your phone anyway. You know what I'm saying? But
well, yeah, you could use it.
Yeah, because regardless of where you go, whether you do it on your computer or your phone, you still want to download it on your phone. But yeah, after I'll send it to you after the show or whatever. So if you decide you want to get it, but you know, like
it does help a lot.
The pro version, you know, you get the best version. It's like $50 a month, dude. It's high dollar, but I could never use it. I would never use everything that they give me for that kind of money. You know what I mean?
What's the base price cost? $10?
I think $9 or $10 a month. But it's you get a keyword explorer. So like when you go to title something, you go over there and you type in your title, and it'll give you a weighted and unweighted score. And the better the score in green, the better it is. And then it helps you. Then when you go to put your tags in your video, it gives you all the suggested tags for your title. And then you can click on, you know, if it don't have a number, you can click on it and you want all the green, mainly green, but you want these keywords that are going to help people when they search something that you'll pop up and search, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It works pretty cool, dude. I like the way it works, you know. So
he's a salesman for TubeBuddy now.
No, I'm not a salesman. I'm just saying I didn't know about it until Justin told me about it. And I'd always just had free version of vidIQ, and I thought it didn't really do much, but Justin told me about it, and it's helped, dude. It helps a lot, you know.
He tried to be different and use the vidIQ thinking he
I didn't know about I never knew about TubeBuddy.
Over to the dark side.
I never knew about TubeBuddy, you know. A lot of people don't.
Yeah, I didn't.
I wasn't a big YouTuber like Justin, so I didn't know about that stuff.
I'm not a goddamn big YouTuber.
He's a rock star.
I knew about TubeBuddy when I had 10 subscribers, though.
Well, see, you're a rock star.
Well, I know. I just did some research. Instead of figuring out how many different combinations make this certain kind of snake, I learned the anatomy of the snake and the YouTube side of it. The pairing and all that bullshit, you could figure all that shit out later. That's what I figured. Most people, they spend three quarters of the day trying to figure out what snakes make this one, or which snakes make this one or that one. And it's like, fuck all that. Get the two snakes you have, you calculate that and see what your possibilities are. Fuck wasting all your time.
But I mean,
craziness.
I never got on YouTube to do any of that anyway. You know, that's all.
Yeah.
Morph Market or World of Ball Pythons, you know.
Yeah, World of Ball Pythons. That place is good too. Yeah. See, because that's the thing. My fucking the four I have in here, they're going to be quite the little hodgepodge, depending on what comes out. There's a lot of combinations. A lot of combinations.
Yeah, tags are, you know, they're I don't care what anybody says. They're definitely helpful. You know.
Oh, I'm down.
You got to put tags.
If you use them correctly.
Yes.
He's not even told you the mojo yet. He hasn't even told you the mojo yet.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
not telling nobody that mojo. Nope. That's mine. That's not a freebie.
The mojo.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I was just funny.
Yeah, but don't tag like your video, like, you know, you have a video and then you go to a trending topic and put that in your tag and it has nothing to do with your video. Don't do stuff like that. You know what I mean?
I mean,
because then they're gonna.
It's gonna get you. Yeah, it's gonna get you people pissed off if they're coming there to see one thing that they want to see it. You know, I mean.
Right. Exactly.
Genetic Wizard. Yep, I love that thing.
What's quiet in your house tonight?
Mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's nuts, isn't it? I kind of been thinking the same thing.
I was thinking, I was thinking like, man, I thought he had a couple kids. And I ain't ever heard them cracking off. And the animals are quiet. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it's a little creepy.
Now how do your animals react around like thunder and lightning storms?
They're actually all good now.
Are they?
I mean, we live here in Oklahoma where they are frequent.
Right.
So they've
But
had
still,
plenty
some
to get used
animals
to.
never get over that. They get scared, and they want to be in a room away from all that.
No, you're right. I mean, a lot of them
getting
do.
that far away.
My boxer doesn't like it. He takes off and runs to the next room and hides underneath the covers. But besides that, everybody else is good.
Yeah, same with fireworks are bad too. It seems like for
I got a dog that goes fucking ape shit with the fireworks.
Yeah, see in Oklahoma, they start
out over the fireworks.
They start lighting fireworks off, a week or two before 4th of July.
And of course, I go straight natural, and I just give the dog just a little chunk of the good stuff, a little bit. You chew on this little bud. You chew on this bud for a little bit.
My wife is nuts during a full moon.
They all are. They all are.
You sure it's just when the full moon is out?
No, all the time.
All the time. That's funny. So now you're going to get...
I can't believe you're sneaking around collecting them Irwins.
Well...
Giving me shit about collecting my Irwins, and you're secretly collecting them like a.
I put it out. I put the word out that that's what I wanted, and they come in the mail.
Nice.
I still have 5 kids. I said, Father's Day is just coming up.
And I need some Funko Pops. I don't even like Funko Pops, but
I said, hey,
you can't go wrong with
I told him, I said, there's 4 different kinds. I said, now just to let you know, I really want the snake and alligator first.
Yeah, I gotta have the snake and alligator. That's the one.
But see, I got the one. I said, hey, thank you. I said, thank you for the turtle. And they're like, what do you mean? I said, well, I got the one, the turtle you sent me. That's cool. You're supposed to get the alligator. I said, well, I showed up, sent a picture, and I'm like, I'm on it. I'm responding
they
yesterday.
Just looked at the box. They probably didn't even look at the turtle.
And so I haven't talked to them today, but they emailed them right back like, I specifically told you alligator. I'm like, hey, well, cool. I'll just get a free one.
Hell yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
Dude, cameras looks like he's filming from a submarine. You talking about me? My bad, bro. My wife turned out all the goddamn lights.
Oh, you look all right. What the fuck? Yeah, you look. I was like, man, from a submarine.
The submarine with skunk in it. So when are you gonna get the possum? That'll be next, huh?
No, man, I'll get a raccoon before I get a possum.
Well, I don't blame you there.
I like the raccoons a lot.
Them animals just love him because of that beard. They're all just snuggling up, thinking you're parents and shit. And it's like, yeah, look at that. They're snuggling.
Yeah, they love me. What can they say?
So how long before eggs are hatching?
That beard, they're not gonna love you no more.
How many more days before you get eggs hatching?
Me?
Who?
Yep.
Oh, let's see. What's today? Today is the 17th. I am I'm between 20 to 30 days out, y'all.
For the Asian water monitor eggs?
Yeah, for my Asian waters.
And how many eggs you got?
63 altogether.
Oh my fucking god, 63 eggs. Holy shit.
Yeah, I need one of them.
I got 4 in here, and I'm a nervous.
I can promote it on the Iron Animal Show. Look at these awesome Asian water monitors that Red Dirt has. You need to go scoop you up one.
Right on, I'm down.
So you wouldn't cost you shipping or nothing.
As soon as they're born, or as soon as they're born or hatched or whatever, let us know. Shit, come on the show. Tell people if anybody wants one. Shit.
Yeah, for sure. Trust me, you don't want a raccoon. Man, I've had them before, and I love them.
I have too. They were awesome.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, HillJack's got videos snuggling up with all kind of raccoons.
They were great, especially if you get them right when they're babies.
He's like a true caveman and shit. That guy, he's a savage.
That's the best. You got to get them when they're babies.
I mean that with love, man. He's a savage.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, guys, I mean, if you want a raccoon that's gonna snuggle up in your lap like this, then yeah, get it from a baby. But to be honest with you, you could get a young adult and put it in an enclosure, and within a month, be able to go in and
work with it.
Pet it and touch it, possibly pick it up and be good.
Yeah,
they are stupid smart, man.
Yeah,
they are.
Man, he was snuggling right up with him, some bitch, just like you are with that skunk. I was like, holy shit, man! I was like, damn.
Yeah, we had
Crazy.
we got two that were babies when I was a kid, and we had them for a long time. They were great, and then we had a baby gray squirrel fall out of the tree, and the mama left it. And that little thing was small. We brought it in the house. That thing was cool, but once it got to work and do, that thing was a terror, dude.
They're okay till about 2 years old.
Rip your cigarettes up, get into this, get into that, little baby girl.
Oh,
well,
man,
we used to hit this campground all the time when we went camping with my school and shit. And at night, you couldn't leave your tent. There were huge raccoons that would come wander around everywhere and shit. It was crazy. They
got that one video that old
smart.
man sits on his porch and feeds them like 20 raccoons that look like they're about 100 pounds each.
Oh yeah, I've seen big ass.
Because they're fed as fuck. They don't go nowhere. They go into the woods and hide for the night and come back out for the food.
Yeah,
eating garbage all fucking day, eating everybody's food.
He goes out and feeds them.
But I bet that is true. He says they're good till about 2, and I'm sure certain animals get to a certain age, and you gotta.
HillJack said once his got older, they were a little bit more deal. But he said
testy. Once they get
once
they hit maturity, they don't really like to be picked up too much.
Yeah. Right.
They definitely don't like a monitor. They don't like to be held. You have to let them tread. It's kind of relatively the same. But man, if you have some experience, or go talk to somebody who's worked with them before, it's relatively easy to walk you through the process of working with a raccoon.
But it's like anything else. If you got one as a baby and you spent every day with this thing and that was your only pet, dude, they're not going to be like that. You're going to get that one off. That's just going to be, look at, like I told you, go look on YouTube and look up that guy that's got that snapping turtle, dude. That thing is his pet. It follows him around. It's huge.
I still can't believe it. I still have not seen that video neither. But
it's
crazy.
It's a trip.
It's crazy because it's like Fred the Snapper or something. I can't remember his name. Dude, it'll paw on the couch. You'll lift it up there, dude. It is like a dog.
Later, KY, later.
Later, KY. Which is really weird, But that's just something that guy got and worked with since it was a baby, and it's just one of them things, It's not like every snapping turtle do that, but that one is his best buddy, dude. And it's an old man, and it's his best bud. In fact, he put a video out just a couple months ago, and most of them were like 6, 7, 8 years ago. He just put one out not long ago, just kind of an update,
That's weird, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. But it just goes to show you that about any animal you can work with, in a sense, to a point,
Well, if you put enough time in correctly, most people don't have that kind of time is the thing.
No, they don't, man. And or they don't want to make it. You know what I mean? They've got other stuff going on in life, and to each their own, even
my dog, when I got my dog, I made sure that my work was going to know. I had that dog with me everywhere for the first 6 months of its life. It didn't matter. I took it to work every day. It was like, no, I'm not going to buy a dog and leave it home. There's no purpose in that.
Right.
It's like, you got to put some time in, especially when they're younger too. And it's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, he's lazy and he don't want to go to work with me anymore. He'd probably want to go to work, but.
No, Heather, I did not see that one. Did you see the one where the bear showed up while he was feeding the raccoons? I did not see that one.
No.
It's just one of the videos that pops up in your suggested videos,
with the bear coming over, like, hey, we're going to come hang out.
Yeah, that's something you see in Russia, eating with a bear,
There you go.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy shit, for sure. For sure.
For sure.
Yeah,
7 o'clock and all is well.
So when are you going to get your store?
Man, I'm waiting to find out a little more detail on funding. And then I'll know from there, man. Realistically, I'm probably looking at start of August, start of September, somewhere around there is when my opening will be. I want a couple months for a build out, and so that's what I'm going to ask for on my 3-year lease. I'm going to ask for 3 months free. That gives me time to do a build out and get the store looking correct before I actually open it.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, man, I'm going to be directly next to a vape store. There's a dispensary, like, I don't know, 50 feet away from where.
There probably like 100 of them within like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, in Oklahoma.
In the specific strip center that I'm in, I mean, I'm right next to a vape shop. The guy that owns the vape shop owns a dispensary right next to where I'm going to be. And then there's a pool hall, a bar/pool hall right at the end of the strip as well. So, and on top of that, because of where it's at, there's 67,000 cars that come through there a day. It's just perfect spot for exposure.
Is that out there where you live at then?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Right here in Glenpool, man. I don't want to leave the area.
No, I was just making sure that's where you were, you know, I mean, because it would suck to have to drive 30 minutes to the shop, you know, I mean. I mean, be honest with you, because, I mean, because of a prime location,
30 minutes ain't that bad.
No, but it would be as soon as you get home, something would go off, and then you'd have to go back, you know, and it would be a pain in the dick work, you know. So
well, that's gonna happen, I think, no matter what you do.
But
it's a pain in the ass.
But at least on this, at this point, if that's where I end up, I'll tell you what. Out of the 3 locations that I have to choose from, the farthest one is 7 minutes away. So,
well, there you go.
It makes it a lot easier.
Right.
What's up, Bubbles?
That ain't bad at all.
Nice
that
to
ain't bad
see
at all.
you.
Oh yeah. And of course, I know you'll have cameras that you'll be able to monitor anyway, you know, like you do at home. So.
Yeah, man. I won't ever leave the store without cameras being there. You know.
Right.
That'll be one of the things that will be in the build out process, because there won't be a single animal that goes in until I can see every inch of the store. So. I want to, man, as much as I want to say that I can trust people, there are a lot of shitty people out there that'll come in, see something nice, and try and rob you.
Well, anybody that, if you got something, there's always going to be the asshole going to try to take something if you do something right, you know?
Yep.
Like on here, I always say it too. It's like haters make you famous, but, you know.
Hell.
But, you know, I mean,
the haters are going to be there for sure.
I mean, I've seen places, and I thought there was one in Oklahoma City or somewhere. They went in. And they got like a back room, and one distracted him while the other one like pocketed a snake, you know, right while they were open, dude, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, so yeah, you have to be, as bad as it sounds, you have to be like that, because, you know, and you know, locks on cages, man, you know, that's the biggest thing too, you know.
Yep.
And have the keys on you all times, you know.
I'm gonna spend money on some nice commercial style.
That was one of the first not first videos, but when I first seen Miguel when he first started his channel, that was one of the first videos that I watched of him. Is he actually was calling somebody out at a reptile expo that was all pocketing snakes from people.
Yeah.
It was like motherfucker. Yeah, he was all chasing him down
because he was interviewing the guy and he caught it on camera. Yeah.
Got it on camera. Is fucking cooler. And after that, I was like, he's all right, you know. He's cool.
And you know, I like how his building is too. He's got the punch in to go in his reptile, you know, building. You got to punch in a code and stuff. It's not a lock and key, more or less, you know. So, which is cool, you know. But you know, that's the thing. You know,
he was chasing him down too, filming him and shit.
Thank you,
Bubbles. It was fucking funny. I was laughing my ass off.
I've seen a lot of people though that have like, say, animal plastic cages in their pet store, and if you have an animal plastic enclosure, the key fits all of them.
Yeah,
just so you know.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, you know, that's bad. That's bad to say, but I mean, you know.
Well, you think it would be like 1 out of every 10 enclosures or something, or 1 out of every.
Well,
5.
You would think that they'd all have their own, just like anything would have their own special keys, regardless, you know, but.
Well, yeah, but most keys all come in like a certain number of, you know, differences or whatever. It's like.
It's hard to look past some of that stuff at times, man, when you're getting done wrong like that, or people are stealing from you. And you know, I've been very blessed to be where I'm at and be able to do the things I do. And, you know, God also blessed me with a smart mind. So I know to pay attention and be safe and be careful.
And a wife that keeps you in check if she needs to. So
yeah.
To make sure. Well, it's good to have some.
Get out of me.
But I mean, you know, if you wouldn't have her, I mean, where would you be with a lot of this stuff though, or how reckless would you have been? You know, I mean,
I'm gonna.
You know?
If we're gonna be 100% honest, even with her out of the room, I wouldn't be. Man, I would probably be just welding away, blowing my money, being stupid. Hell, I might even not even have a job anymore. Before I met her, man, I just did not give a shit. Come into work or late, leave early, just call in. Meeting my wife and then getting married and having kids, man, that changed my whole world. And to be real with you, my wife spent 15 years so far in the military, and a lot of the perks that have come along with that have helped us build what we have now. So when I say that I am very blessed, and I have said that in the past, I mean, I especially am very blessed to have a wife who, served her country for so long and is sitting on disability and makes a decent paycheck off of that, to where, I don't have to go stress out at a job anymore. So that's not the only thing she does, but that's just,
But you also have somebody that has the same passion and still loves the animals like you do too, which really helps, because if not, if you had somebody that wasn't into it and you were, it comes to a point in time that's like, where's my time? Because you spend all your time with animals, because they do take a lot of time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, they do.
So, and I'm very lucky that she loves it just as much as we do. I'm very lucky that actually my entire family, both my kids and my wife, love it just as much as I do. So that was awesome to have found somebody who really
my wife supports me, but she ain't cleaning no snake shit though.
She'd be like,
she supports me in whatever I do, but she ain't cleaning no snake
shit. She'd be the person like, okay, Justin, I support you, I'm in it with you. You clean tubs, you take care of them. Just send me I'll take care of the money when you sell an animal.
my wife's different.
The first time she smelt that shit, boy, she was like, I'll never see that, touch that ever.
That's not, man, my wife's completely different. She's like, babe, somebody wants a lizard, and you got to go deliver it 2 hours away. You go ahead and go take that trip, and by the time you get back, I'll have all the enclosures cleaned, and we can work on feeding together. And I'll be damned if she doesn't have it all knocked out when I get back, man. She's got, she's got everything fed and everything clean, because she's put my kids to work. I mean, so she's a great woman, man. And she's a great team member to have on my side. And like you said, man, I wouldn't be anywhere without her.
Support is huge.
Well, yes, absolutely. Especially
that's
in this
big. That's big in this industry, because if not, what's going to happen. There's going to be one or two scenarios. If you don't have, you're either going to be divorced, or you're not going to have no animals. So,
and unfortunately,
I would take
through that.
I'll tell you where I would be with that. I want to have my animals.
Yep. And that's kind of where my buddy went too, and lost a wife that he had loved very much. But it's just, if you're gonna get into this, and it's going to be more than just a hobby to you. It's going to be more than just a couple of pets. If it's just a couple of pets, if you're just a hobbyist, then almost anybody who loves animals can get over it. But if you're trying to do something like what I'm doing, if you're trying to do something like what you gentlemen are doing, where you're dedicated 3 nights a week, no matter what, or have a store, whatever. There's just so much time put into it that it pays to have somebody who stands at your side and is willing to get dirty with you. It just makes things easier.
Need a lesson on how to find good women?
It needs a lesson on. Yeah.
You know what? Brad, maybe ask him if his wife has a sister.
You know what the key is? You let it happen and don't look for it. You try to find it, you'll never find it. Just gotta happen.
Yeah, that's true. Man, hey, when I met my wife, I had given up on women. To be honest with you, I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'll just continue racing motocross.
I've said that many times. Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna keep riding my dirt bike.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it.
You don't give a fuck. Things will happen.
And that's exactly what it was.
And try to make things happen, it doesn't work out anyway.
Yep. Hey, and then on top of that, not only did I find a woman who loves animals, man, but she stood behind me through the rest of my race career. She stood at my side when I went down and had my bad injuries. She seen me at my worst and she seen me at my best. She's the best, man. She's just hands down. She's the coolest chick out there. If y'all ever get a chance to meet her in person at an expo or whatever have you, when we walk away, you'll say the same thing. Your wife's blunt, but she's cool as shit.
Well,
hey, blunt is good.
She should be, though. I mean, she should be that way. I would rather because
hey, don't be messing with Larry there, Heather.
I don't, you know, people who sit there and beat around the bush, if they can't tell you the truth about something, you know what I mean? Because you know, she doesn't. If she doesn't like something, because if you're hanging with somebody and she doesn't, she's looking out after you. Hey, I don't like this motherfucker because of this. You know.
Man, do you know how many times I've had to swallow that pill?
Yeah.
I mean, and I've not listened to her, you know what I mean? And then in the end, I've got to look her dead in the eyes and take a kick in the balls while I tell her how right she is.
What's up, Reptile Feeding?
Reptile Feeding. Welcome.
But what's funny is I can see the amusement in her face. She's like, aha, I told you, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to be able to read people, man. You know,
I've heard that a few times. So I told you that fucker was shady. It's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you can, you know, like I can look at, you know, being in the industry I've been into as a superintendent. I can look at a person get out of the car and tell you if he's going to be a good worker or not, or anything about him, and tell you, dude, you just ain't gonna make it. You might as well pack your shit and go the fuck home. You know, I can tell without even.
It's like, yeah, you ain't gonna make it.
I can tell by the way they get out of that car and walk if they're gonna be worth a shit or not. You know what I mean? And you know too, as a welder.
Hey,
I mean, look at this guy coming out here. This motherfucker coming out here to hang iron with a carpenter belt. Get the fuck back in your car and go to on, motherfucker.
Yeah, this motherfucker really rolling here in some goddamn Doc Martens and skinny jeans.
Yeah,
my friend, not yours.
Oh, I had a dude. They come in as a bunch to help us out from Arkansas.
I was making sure you got a little watch time.
And one of them come in. He had skinny jeans on. I said, "Dan, would you steal them from your sister or what?" He got so mad. They're laughing. They laughed at him. You know, they're all laughing at him. I said, "Damn skinny jeans! What the hell you got skinny jeans on out here?"
I've done the same shit. I hired a guy for a grinder position, and he showed up every day in skinny jeans and a V-neck shirt, bro. So he showed up one day in white skinny jean pants and white Doc Martens and a baby blue V-neck shirt, and was like, "I'm ready to go to work." So I sent him like 30-foot deep down into this like 70-foot vessel that's only like 24-inch ID to grind. But I poured a half a gallon of chalkline chalk at the end of the tube, and I hit it with an air blower and sent it through there, just whirling like a motherfucker, and watched it come out the other end orange and then coming out looking like an Oompa Loompa. Oh man, he quit and didn't come back, but I still have video of it. It was the absolute most hilarious thing I've ever done in my life.
Irondogg reptile skinny jeans. Yeah, hey, you guys keep that shit between you two.
No, I was talking about skinny jeans.
Because I do not want to see. I don't want to see.
I never wear skinny jeans. Sonoran, Herp, Haven, yes, I have retics, and so does Red Dirt too.
If I haven't seen him in real life and he's got skinny jeans on, we're gonna have some conflict.
Shit, I don't even know. I don't like
you
my
lied
pants.
To me this whole time, you skinny jeans wearing motherfucker.
I gotta wear a belt regardless because I don't like my pants sagging. I don't like it. I don't like none of that shit. I can't take none of that crap.
CSL's like, show me the video.
he's not watching pigeon toed and shit, pigeon leg and shit because his little skinny jeans.
Fuck no, dude. That'd be
so funny.
I see them people walk around. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Just thinking about it makes me laugh.
Hey, that would be the person I'd say, go do this welding right here and because as soon as it hits his leg, it's gonna hurt like hell.
Yeah. I used to get the young kids that had come in and they'd be walking through the shop and see the sparks go through the air and they'd go screaming, running towards a wall. Oh, it's gonna burn. I'm like, dude, what are you even doing here? Like, that's all this place is sparks.
You see, I don't let my guys come out in ripped up jeans and stuff because, you know, it might be raining and I had a kid to do the same thing. He'd always have ripped up jeans. I said, dude, you need to go get some jeans. I'm good. Well, it was raining and I had a couple pieces of angle left to put up before I just wanted to get done and it started to sprinkling. He was wet. I knew he was wet. I said, hold on. He had the other end of that. I said, hold on to it. Make sure it's straight. I stuck that welding rod to make sure it stuck. I lit that kid up so damn hard.
Oh, yeah.
His crotch is all ripped out, man. He come in with brand new jeans and the rest of it. He learned. I mean.
Oh, yeah.
You got to teach him.
21 people in the house. Oh, yeah. Smack that thumbs up if you haven't already.
Or light them on fire. I'll light them on fire.
Yeah, all right. So this is gonna sound shitty and funny at the same time, but like back when I first started my weld career, I was like a structural welder, and I used to build skids for natural gas compression units. And we did a lot of flux core welding, and there would be 2 of us on a skid welding out the frame and the plating to it and such not. And
Mad Cat, welcome.
during certain times, you're sitting on the I-beam scooting across it, you know, welding the boxes in between all the frames. And, you know, if you come in as a new welder and you weren't keeping it up, you know, or you were bullshitting, I'd go underneath there and just hang my flux core gun underneath there and pull the trigger and hold it for about 30 seconds. And then once I see the molten drip, I flip my hood down and go back to welding. And in about 5 seconds, listen to you scream bloody murder from your asshole on fire.
He's almost your asshole on fire.
Oh, you know, it don't matter. You know, it's just like if you have one little hole in the glove, you will burn yourself. It's inevitable, you know. Or you'll do something stupid and you'll not think about it, and you look at your weld and you'll take your hand to wipe over or something.
Ooh,
and burn
I've
the hell
done
out
that.
of you. You know, just out of stupidity.
My fucking God. I used to do that stupid shit all the time. I'm
and then you go and then you're like, what
grab it real quick.
What are you doing? I always like it when I do that, like the main superintendent of the job site comes over and wants to look at her, or your boss, and I'd be like, what the hell you do? I laugh. What the hell you doing, you dumb?
I've caught the owner of the last company I was working at. I've caught him on a numerous amount of times. He's this little bebop around, like cokehead kind of little mini guy, okay? And he walks around with a
mini guy. That's
Yeah,
funny.
he walks around.
They walk real fast.
Okay? Yeah.
Little guys walk real fast because they're little. That's why.
Yeah, he bebops through this shop, man, and he's come up to me a couple times and just out of nowhere, he'd be, well, what are you doing, Mr. Samples? What are you doing? And I'm a welding, sir. He's like, well, what are you using? And I just turn around and grab a handful of hot rod. Yeah. And I'm doing this, and I hand it to him, and he'd be like, oh, well, take it. And drop it and take off running, holding his hand, dude. I could get him like every couple of months with that. It's like, how stupid can you be to keep forgetting this?
You know, you can grab them out of a rod of them, but you can't hold on to them very long. Them babies are smoking hot,
and that's with a glove on.
Yeah, with welding gloves
I handed it to him barehanded with one of the big blue gloves on. Oh, it was priceless, man. It was priceless.
He's like, I could catch him every couple of months. That shit funny.
Dude. You know, you always
and if it'd be good, I do it all the time just because the fucker didn't learn. It's like,
you know,
I did 4 fucking years. I worked there.
Young kids are the best, dude. They're the best to have on the job because some of them do want to learn, but you can. They're always so strong. You know, they're strong. So
how many have you sent to look for a beam stretcher?
Well, I'm sending for everything, but I give them like 10 regular welding rods. I'll like, hey, dude, there's no way you can bend these around your neck. It's impossible. They're too strong. Fuck. 10 welding rods. Oh yeah, I said no, dude. It just can't do it with that many. And they'll take and they'll bend them around their neck. Of course, all that flux will fall off and run
right down their neck,
and they'll itch and everything all day long.
Yep.
And you know what they'll do? They'll go, oh, look, I did it. And I'm like, yep, you did it.
Yeah, you
about
fucking idiot.
A minute later, they catch on to what happened. So
you know what subarc flux is? You know what subarc flux is?
Yep.
I used to take a coffee can of that, and when somebody's like in a unit welding, just to laugh my ass off, I would like scoop a whole bucket of that and then throw it on top of them. Because dude, it goes down all in their hood, all down in your shirt, all down in your ass. You know, us welders, we got our ass crack out, so it sucks when you got a sweaty ass crack that's covered in flux now.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
Hey, Justin, you ever seen them saws they make like steel saws, and they got like a wheel you can put like a metal blade or you know, like for concrete, it's like a chainsaw, but it's got a wheel.
Big fuckers, yeah.
We use them to cut like steel up, you know, with a steel wheel, you know. So always get the new guys. I tell them, you know, they're hard to start sometimes. They don't know what they're doing. I'll say, man, you flooded it. I said, now you have. I said, what? I said, well, jump start it. What do you mean? I said, you got to put that blade on the ground and run real fast, and that thing will jump start. Man, they'll run back and forth like 4 or 5 times and be laughing. I'm like, are you serious? You know, you can't jump start a saw, but it's funny to watch.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
Or the crane, if you got a crane, you know, the ball, it's always free spinning. I'll tell them, you need to tighten that hook up. You know, they'll sit there and spin that ball prop. So you're going the wrong way. They'll spin it, and be like, hey, you know, I didn't tighten up. I'm like, I don't know what you're doing wrong.
You can tell somebody's common sense factor pretty quick.
Yeah. You get in trouble for that. You get in trouble for shit like that nowadays.
You know? It just comes with life.
Hurt their feelings. They have feelings nowadays.
Oh, everybody's got a fucking feeling nowadays.
I just give them that hurt feeling report I always had around here.
Hey, I think you got to get your feelings hurt
here's
when you're
some,
a little
here's,
kid. That's what makes you strive to want to be
here's
better.
Here's some TIG welding style. I'm like, oh, what? Hey, I was trying to show a hand how to do his damn job because people are stupid. I don't get how. All right, look, as a weld foreman, okay, my hands at times, depending on what processes they can pass, will make more money on the floor welding than you will be as a foreman. Yeah. Now you tell me why. If you're supposed to be making more money than me, well, I got to come out and show you how to do your damn job. I can't stand that.
Yeah.
Well, because everybody that steps on any job site, you know, iron workers, whatever, pipers, they're all welders. Everyone will tell you, oh, yeah, I can weld. I mean, like, let me see.
Yeah.
I'll be like, no, you're a grinder, I'll tell them. You're a grinder, you're not a welder.
Yeah.
But there is some guys I see come out, dude, and I'm like, damn, I ain't seen nobody weld like that in a long time. That's some slick shit, you know what I mean?
See, that's the
people I like.
That's the style I try and keep. That's the game I try and keep.
But you know, them are the guys that come out and they don't brag about how they can weld or do none of that.
Summer air.
You know, that's what's good about it, you know.
The winter air.
Yeah.
Did you work for a company or did you have your own rig truck?
Funny, Brad.
Both.
That is funny.
My first half,
I
have my own, and second half, I work for someone.
Man, if you have your own, if the work is good and you got your own rig truck, man, you can make some killing. You used to anyway.
No, you still can, man. It's a hell of a killing, but the travel's long, the jobs are long. Unless you're doing shutdown turnarounds, man, and there's a lot of stress involved in that, man. You're talking 12 to 18-hour days, 7 days a week, you know, non-fucking stop till it's done.
Yeah, and you make good money out of them.
You do make good money, but when you got a wife and kids, man, and
it takes a toll. That shit.
That was the best money I ever made. Is I did shutdowns for a year. You know, be gone for so many 2 or 3 weeks or whatever, how long it was. Come home for a couple of days. Dude, I worked 9 months that year. I made like $160,000, dude.
See, I was chasing the line, and I was gone 6 to 8 months at a time.
Yeah.
And I was bringing home 300 plus. But
right,
man, like I said, once my wife started going on deployments, once the kids started coming along, my dad was not the dad that really any young man needs, and so he was gone a lot. And so when I had kids, I told myself I wasn't going to be like that. I was going to be at home, be a dad, involve myself. And so I sold my truck, took a job at a shop here local in Tulsa, and worked my way up off the floor to being a foreman, man. And up until last year when I started doing this full time, I was a foreman for 2 different companies over the last 6.5 years. So I chased that dollar for 26 years doing it on the road, but that's what you got. A lot of people don't understand. The sacrifice I make to support my family was to go out, and work. To make the good money, but because you work at home, it's a difference of it's you're going from being able to afford a Ferrari to going to afford a goddamn regular car, dude. That's the difference in pay. You're taking, when I come off the road, I knew I was going to take at least $10 an hour, at least, if not more, of a pay cut, $10 to $20. Man, that's hard, dude, because you're used to that on the road, but it gets to a point where it's like, dude, I just want to be home. I'm tired of living out of a suitcase and on the road all the time, dude. And that's what it was, man. That's exactly what it was. Like you said, the money was good. I
drank a hell of a lot more too when I was on the road, because that's all you do, man.
What else is there to do? Shit, ain't working, drinking
every day. So
I don't
drink and hang out and play dominoes.
Dominoes, fool.
But you look back at it, you make good money, but how much money I spent a lot of money on the road too, though. That's the thing,
dude. I blew it like it was going out of style, to be honest with you, because I had it. You know what I mean?
But I mean, it's good when you had a good per diem job where they're paying $100 some a day per diem, you know, and you're getting, you know, $800-900 a week just on per diem, you know. But
$175 a day in per diem was about average what I was looking at. But sitting in a trailer, man, I could pocket 85% of my per diem.
Yep. Oh,
you
yeah.
know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So you would just kill it. It would just, god damn, the paychecks would be stupid.
He said they'd be stupid.
I had a couple boys come work for me over there in Arkansas when I was doing that pellet mill, and there was like 3 or 4 of them, and they actually, dude, had been people that would do like, would go out of the country and do work like that. And I was talking to them. You always see ads like, come work out of here, you make like $250,000 or whatever, you know. And I asked him, I said, how's that work? You know, and he go, dude, we went here, we had a man camp. I go, you know, you think man camp, you're thinking tent. He goes, no, they built us our own hotels. We had our own restaurants, our own bars. I go, what? He goes, I said, well, how's the money? He goes, where I worked at, there was no, if you didn't work a year, you took a, you know, tax. He goes, no. He goes, my first paycheck was $22,000 fucking dollars, dude. And I'm like, he goes, here, I'll show you. He showed me his pay stubs. I'm like, what did you do with it? He goes, I sat at home and told my wife to pay everything off. you know?
Bro.
But it's crazy how much he made, dude. It was insane. And you're not spending no money because you're somewhere, everything's free there, you know, in that camp, you know. I mean, it was crazy. If I'd been younger, you know, because then I'd been on it, but I said, I'm not going over there, you know, I was in my 40s. I'm not going over there now, you know. But yeah, them guys made bank, dude. I mean, they all drove up nice $100,000 trucks, you know. I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah, man, it's it was a fun lifestyle. I had that same $183,000 rig. You know what I mean? Paid for, title in hand. That's stupid, and I paid for it in a year and 2 months.
Oh yeah.
Along with paying $86,000 for a 42-foot fifth wheel that I paid cash for. Cash. You know what I mean? So the money was amazing. But
yeah, there's companies out there. I know that, you know, like with that pellet, we worked for Aztec. They were the people that did all the equipment, and every one of them had, you know, 1-ton trucks and nice fifth wheels. They all stayed at the campground, you know, and their per diem, dude, was like, for a month was like $3,500. So they stayed at the campground. You know, that was just a per diem. All they were making payments to was to their truck and travel. He goes, we paid all this off with our per diem for our company. It's insane, dude. And still had money left, you know. So you know that you know it ain't costing them that much if you're living in a fifth wheel, and at a campground, you know you ain't paying that much anyway.
Now
for your fifth wheel,
$400 to $500 lot fee at the max if you're in like a really sexy place. Usually $200 for a lot fee a week. I mean, it's you know,
stupid. So you're buying yourself a $100,000 travel trailer and you're paying it off in a year or two, dude. It's crazy, you know. And just the perks, and they had a good company too. Like every year at Thanksgiving, they had 700 employees, and they told them you can work as much at Thanksgiving till the first year. You can work as much overtime as you want. So they wanted to make sure every one of their employees had a good Christmas. They said, I don't care if you work 12 hours sweeping a floor. So it was a good company, but it was you know, it was harder to get into there, but they took care of their employees, and so it was really cool, you know.
It's kind of what called me to the last company that I was at, man, was the way they took care of their employees. You know, it wasn't the top fanciest company, but they offered me a very, very good position with a very hard to turn down salary. You know, company
and to go home every night is what makes it even better.
Yeah, man, and you know what I mean. So again, then there was a ton more perks, man. Again, it was a blessing to be there for the last 10 years since I pulled my head out of my ass, man, and really put my efforts to things. Life has really been good. Have there been some bumps in the road? Sure, but that's
all there always is.
That's life, yeah. You got to navigate part of it, yeah. And another one is having that bad bitch over there, you know, right beside me, where if there's a bump in the road, she's right there pushing me over it. So
see, that's what I'm kind of facing up now. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to go back on the road to work because I just ain't nothing. I can't get nothing no more around here. And
Man, what are you looking for right now?
Well, you know, I was a superintendent iron worker. You know, I mean, that's all I've done for 30 years. You know, but I mean, I'm an NCCR proctor, which means I can teach people their NCCRs and stuff. I got them certifications and stuff like that. But I mean, welding's all right, but I'm not a MIG welder or a TIG welder. You know, I'm just stick welder. That's all we ever do. You know, I mean, we do a little bit of wire, but not much. You know.
I tell you, that's a lost art nowadays, man. Everybody's going to wire. So if you can stick weld, people are paying good money because God,
you know, that's what you do that's what you do in the field, dude. Is you stick weld.
Well,
I mean, you're not in a controlled. You're in a controlled environment in a fab shop while you wire.
Yep. But burning a stick, you can burn that bad boy in any weather.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Throw a tent over you and go at it. I'll step down in 3 foot, you know, plus foot of water. So.
There's many times I'll lay right in the mud and then have to weld something, you know, but that's just what you got to do sometimes, you know.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it could kill you, but you know, that's what we get paid the big money for.
Living can kill you.
But you know, you do that to show your employees that if I will lay in that mud and do that,
then you can.
Anything I ask you to do, I don't expect I wouldn't do myself.
Exactly.
And if that's what I got to do to show them, then it gets you more respect. You know what I mean?
Well, I've always prided myself on being that boss or that foreman, however you want to look at it, that could do just that is able to go out and do exactly what I'm asking my employee to do. And if you're having struggles or troubles, I'll put my hood on, just like I showed you in that video. I'll put my hood on and show you how to get it done. You know, and if you still need issues, I'll stand there with my hood and watch and help, you know. It is for me as a boss, I'm only as good as my hands. So the better you are, the better I am, you know. Just makes
but I didn't, you know, I took a big, I changed the way I did things probably about 6 years ago, maybe, if that, you know, because I took a step back because we did
boss, for sure.
They did a thing for all the superintendents, and you know, we had to go to this class, and they ask you questions like, you ever work for an asshole boss that does this, and they're like, write it down and everything you hated, and I wrote it all of it down. And then, you ever worked with a good boss? Yeah. Well, they put your things up, they asked me, go, where are you at on this list? I said, honestly, I know I'm in the middle. I may be leaning to the left a little bit. I might be that asshole guy. But, you know, I said, I know I'm definitely in the middle, but I might be leaning to that asshole guy. But you don't think about it. So then it changes the way it changed, because then, okay, hey, you see a guy come in that's, you know, it's a good worker and something wrong, and I'd pull him off side, hey, everything okay today? You know, you know, what's going on? Get yourself, you know, whatever. And listen to him, because I was always like, motherfucker, just go fucking, you know. And you can't always be, because it's old school. You know, I was in the old school, how I was brought up, and it's like,
hey, you know, I was the same way. Like, did I just hear you give me an excuse? There's the fucking door. Get your tools and get out.
So it's like, it's like, and I did change and once I changed that way, you know, I could tell I had guys that were loyal to me, respect me. They would, if they had to work 7 days a week, you know, 2 months every day in the summer, they did it voluntarily, you know. I mean, so, you know, and just to tell them at the end of the day, hey, thank you, I appreciate you, you know, working today. That means a lot, just saying I appreciate you, thank you. You know, I mean,
for sure.
So, so, you know, when people go, hey, you know, if you'd known me back then, I'm a different person. I think Justin probably could say that. I'm sure a lot of people could say it, because we were assholes back then. You know, we got to change, you know. I'm
still pretty good at it.
Yeah. You probably got it perfected almost.
The first company I was a supervisor with sent me to a couple courses to learn how to deal with people and be PC and be calm in certain situations. So absolutely, I feel you on the old school values, because I used to be that way. And you know what? It in today's society, you have to be on the leading edge of try to be understanding. Just like you were saying, Iron Man, like when people would come in, I would say, you know, if I could tell they were having a bad day, I'd be like, look, man, just, you know, come over here, chat with me, have a conversation, tell me what's going on. All right, you don't feel good, you know, don't have to bust your ass, but, you know, make yourself busy the whole day, you know, or, you know, I've had guys sit in my office and bawl their eyes out, you know what I mean? And, or talk personal issues or whatever have you.
No pouting. No pouting.
Well, you know, I got to the point where my employees, you know, if they pulled up to want to random drug screen some of my guys, I tell that guy, get in your car and leave.
Yeah.
I'll just tell them you're sick.
Yep.
You know, because they were that good employee, and to see them lose a job over marijuana, which is bullshit. So, you know, but if you know, it didn't happen very often, but you have to look after some guys. But I only treat my employees good like that. Now, the project manager, the engineer, other company foreman, I'd never change my way with them. I still go in there and tell the project manager, engineer, you're stupid. You don't know what you're doing, and you're an idiot. You know.
Yeah,
I mean because
there is
you
a
have
line
to tell them
to draw. Yeah,
you know, you have to. I don't let none of them walk on me, because that's what. And you know what? When you go into them, they like that, because they know that, you know, this guy ain't screwing around. You know.
Yeah, and your employees like seeing that. Your employees like, you know, your hands that are the people under you. They like seeing that you're going to go to bat for them and be just as strong-minded toward them. You know. So
well, I just tell the other contractors. You just remember, I'm the one with that big crane there flying shit over your head. You don't want to listen to me. You're probably going to get hit on the goddamn head.
You don't need any looks around here, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to change. That change also brought me into you know, with that good change now, brought me more positive into this reptile thing too, where I've changed more and more positive for people here too. Because I've learned that drama bullshit, dude, I have no room for in my life, dude, you know.
Yeah, I'm the same. I don't want to deal with any drama bullshit either.
And I believe if you know, I believe karma too, that, you know, you screw people, you're gonna get screwed, you know. I mean,
yeah. And man, I kind of feel like karma works in a way that it's when you're least expecting. You know, everybody says, you know, I try to be the nice guy. Nothing ever nice ever happens to me. And I've always felt that way a lot of times too. But I can tell you right now that the only reason that I've probably got a shot at this business coming up is due to a gentleman who I befriended that, you know, I made an impact on, that built a solid relationship with. So it pays. Karma pays, man. Down the road, it really pays.
Oh, yeah, because, you know, when I was younger, I didn't give a two fucks if I burned a bridge. You know, as I got older, I made sure I never burnt them bridges. You know, I always left in a good term with a lot of companies, because you might need somebody like that. You know what I mean? You know.
Oh, yeah.
And they're good references, too, when you are going to a different job. They can call a company and say, yeah, man, you know, I wish he still worked here, you know.
Yeah.
So,
sucks he left.
Yeah. And that's what you know. But yeah, you know, when I was 21, you couldn't have told me that, you know.
No, and same here, man. Especially in our, you know,
all right, Heather, thanks for stopping in.
Was there.
Good night, Heather.
You know what I mean? And if that company says something, well, screw you. Then I'll go make more money somewhere else. Goodbye.
Sweet tide, don't let the rats bite.
Yeah. But you know, I've always told too people, if you're going to, you know, if they come up and say, hey, I'm going to have to quit, or I'm going to put a notice in, I always ask them, are you making more money, or are you working closer to home? If they're only making $1 more an hour, I said, dude, it ain't worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's $1 more an hour, I'll give you $2 to stay, or $1, you know. But if they're going to offer you $5, $8, $10 more an hour, dude, hey, I'm happy for you. You're bettering yourself. Or if we're working out of town all the time and you can be right by the house, that's fine too, because I agree with 100% on that. You know, I won't, you know, and not be mad about it. You know, so
later, Heather.
Because you should never be mad for somebody bettering themselves. You know. And a lot of employers do, dude. They get mad.
I was about to say, there's a lot of employees that jump off in your ass. They're like, you're leaving for what reason? Screw you, get out of here, you know? You go to, like, dude, in the world industry, I can't tell. Now, I haven't done this because I don't like doing this to people, but there's so many people that are like, hey, man, I want to put in my 2-week notice. I found another job. And the place is like, oh, your 2-week notice? Okay, well, you can leave right now.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen them. See, I was, you know, I always tell them if they give 2 weeks, hey, I'll be happy to work you 2 weeks. I've also had people come up. I had, as superintendent, you have to tell people this is your last day.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they say, tell them about 3 o'clock. About 3 o'clock. So you get 8 hours of pay. I don't. I go right up there 7 o'clock more and say, I'll pull them 2 or 3. I'll say, hey, I'm gonna let you know now.
Yep. Here's what's
this
going
is
down.
Your last day. You're getting laid off. Now, I would really appreciate if you stayed and helped me. But if you want to leave right now, I don't blame you. And 9 times out of 10, when I tell them that, they'll stay and work at least half the day, if not all day. I've had some work 10, 12-hour day for me.
Yeah.
But when you tell them at 3 o'clock, they're pissed off, dude. They're mad because you worked them all day. So I would like to at least give them a heads up.
I'm the same way, man. Same
way.
I
think that's just a respectable thing.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, man, especially here in Oklahoma, the industry is so vast, but the world is so small that you eventually run into somebody again. So the tables may turn somewhere. You know what I mean? You can't treat your employees like shit, because you never know. You may lose your job, go to the next one, and one of those employees you treated like shit is now your boss. And you are
that's the old saying, because you work with companies like Brown and Root, Floor, Zachary, B&K. Them guys did a lot of work back when I was, traveling. And I'll tell you what, that was the saying: don't step on the toes that are attached to the ass you might have to kiss tomorrow, because I might be your foreman on this job. We go to the next one, you might be my foreman, dude.
Exactly.
That's just how it played. That's how it worked.
And it is what it is, man. And so I've tried to keep that in my head, being in the business side of things.
But I mean, there's a few guys. I'll tell you what, if they were the boss when I showed up, I would have just left that fucking job. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh,
are you serious? You got this idiot in line? What the hell?
Yeah, I would not work for certain people. It's like, nope.
There has been 2 companies I have walked out of an interview because of that.
Yeah.
One, I had already agreed to take the job, and we were just talking vacation time. I'd already been there for like 4 hours, and in walked this guy that I had as a hand like 6 months prior, and he's now one of their lead foremans. And I was like, this motherfucker, I can barely read a tape measure, and you have him as a foreman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and they were like, oh, he's one of the best foremans we've ever had. And I was like, I literally stood up and said, I don't need to be here then. Yeah. Because that guy's going to
the old saying, if you can't do, you teach.
Yeah. Well,
I'll tell you another thing. The last job I got, they did it all over. The guy talked to me on the phone, and because he was busy, and I hated that. Everything was good, but he said, let's talk about pay. And I said, well, I really don't want to. And he's like, well, why not? I said, well, I'd like to negotiate in front of you. I said, because when I go and negotiate, I shoot high. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I want to look at that guy. If I think, this is going to be a $30 an hour job, I'm going to say 32, 34, 35 or whatever, If that guy's face doesn't cringe when I give him that number, I done screwed myself.
Yeah.
Now, if he cringes, I know I'm close. I can drop a little bit. I shoot high because I want to see that guy's expression. Because if he kind of goes, oh god damn,
Yeah.
Because I can say on the phone, oh well, damn, I really need to drop $20, and he could have been thinking, damn, I was going to give this guy 28 or something. It's like when somebody goes, hey, what do you got for? How much you want for that? You go, well, what do you offer me? I tell them free. What's your counter offer? Because you ain't setting me up like that,
Yeah.
I mean, so you got to negotiate. But see, a lot of people, they don't. They go in there and they just, they don't try to get a better wage when they could actually be making more money half the time,
Well, yeah, they just go with what's there and offered.
Yeah. Well, that's because they're a follower. They just want to go to work and be told what to do and do it, no responsibility, Which that's fine. I have good workers I've had a great worker, and he told me he didn't want the position. He was one of my best workers. He's like, dude, I don't want that. I don't want to have to. I'm like, dude, you're good. He's like, no. I said, all right, man.
He's good right where he's at.
Yeah, but I mean, he made good money. He wasn't good with talking with people. He's just kind of like, let me go do my own thing. And he did. I tell him he go do his own thing. I go check on him, but he always, his work was good, so it's just like one of them guys that just like to do that shit. So,
yeah.
But you got to ask your guys too, because some just don't want that, you know.
Yeah, I've had a bunch of guys like that don't want it. I've tried to pass on, you know, and give a promotion.
So I don't want
like,
any extra bullshit. I'm good, you know. It's like.
So my manager, this new manager was no good, and he didn't believe me until he started actually working there. He didn't last long.
Yeah, neither did that guy. As a matter of fact, it was probably a couple months later that he got somebody seriously hurt. You know, and I've worked for a couple different companies where I've watched some people get seriously hurt and one lose their life. And it's just the absolute most horrible thing in the world, because in my industry, when somebody gets crushed, there is no saving them.
Nope.
You know, it is done. And that's such a heartbreak, man, especially if you're close to some of these people like what I've been. So, you know, if you can't be around somebody that's safe, that you can trust to watch your ass just as much as they're watching yours, I tend to not want to be around.
Yeah, because you know, most time it's always somebody. It seems like when somebody gets hurt, it's somebody else's fault. You know what I mean?
Yep. And I think that's another fault of today's society is that
that's what I figured. I was gonna say, nah, he just got done checking on the dogs. He's okay.
I think that's a major default, and so in today's society, everybody's been taught to play the victim rather than take responsibility.
Well, I mean, you two,
exactly, yeah.
You two know real good. You know, I know too. But as far as riding motorcycles, you have to watch out for everybody else, not for yourself. You know, you know, because that's just how it is. Nobody, you know, that's the bad thing about riding motorcycles. Nobody ever pays attention to you. You know.
Yeah, for sure. You're absolutely 100% right. Absolutely.
I mean, people just pull right out in front of you, dude. They give no shit.
Oh yeah. Oh, that ain't nobody. Yeah, they don't give a fuck. Nobody cares.
Yeah,
everybody's in a hurry. Nobody pays attention.
That's one of the specific reasons why I've been preparing my son for, you know, since he was 3 years old, on how to ride a motorcycle and what to pay attention to. As far like when we drive, I make sure to catch him on all kinds of situations and occasions and explain, be like, look, man, you see what just happened? You're gonna have to pay attention to that.
Yeah, but most of the people that pull out in front, when I used to ride bike, they didn't have a mirror when I caught back up with them. I took their mirror right the fuck offside their goddamn
Hell yeah.
If not kicked their goddamn door, you know. I mean, because it made me, you know, it got your adrenaline pumping. You're mad. It's like, dude, you just about made me wreck, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, on my Harley, and I'm gonna freaking, you know.
It's even worse when they don't acknowledge that they even fucked up. You know, it's funny. You know, it's different if they're like, "Oh fuck, my bad," you know, or something.
Yeah.
No, they keep going like they don't even know you existed. It's like, no, fuck you. You're gonna know in a minute.
The worst part is when you catch back up to these motherfuckers and they look at you, smile, and laugh. Dude, at that point, I'm ready to pull over and lose every bit of Christian about me and beat the fuck out of somebody. Excuse my language.
For sure.
On my Harley, I had my pipes running right out the side of the bike and angled right at your front window on a car. And I had a lady pull out in front of me, and I pulled beside her, and I just revved that Harley. She was screaming. It was so loud in her head. She was scared to death. Dude.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
But that's all you had to do, you know.
Dude, all right, so you know, up until 2017,
was everybody checking on the dog?
Nothing but crotch rockets. And so I would have people that would do that type of shit to me, and I would go flying around them up at a stoplight, pull up in front of them, grab a handful of brake, dude, and just do a massive burnout and walk my ass in from side to side, just throw fucking rubber all over them. I mean, all over them.
Yeah, sticky.
Yeah, very.
Mm-hmm.
Handful of spark plugs or bolts. Carry them with you and chunk them when they do that shit.
Hey, a fucking golf ball does the same shit.
Spark plugs like break their windows.
Oh yeah, spark plugs are nasty. You don't have
they are nasty, but I put a couple golf balls in a fucking tube sock, man, or roll them bitches up in a fucking handkerchief. I whack you with one of those, whether you or your car.
I know how to make monkey fist to hang off your body.
Yeah, there you go. He knows what the monkey fist is.
Well, that's funny.
Hey, I got one being made for me right now, man, and the guy's using a 2.5-inch solid metal ball bearing. Yeah, I'm like, oh shit.
Hell, if I'd known that, I'd fucking made you one.
Oh, well,
I make
shit.
all that shit out of paracord and shit.
Hell yeah. This one's being made out of 1/2-inch thick leather, being
Cool.
braided down. It's a 5 foot. It's supposed to be a 5 foot strand. No, 4 foot strand. Well,
Yeah, you gotta attach them to your bikes because they look out after that shit. You know, the law does on them monkey fists. You know.
Do they? I've been pulled over a couple of times with them and never had anything saying.
That well, that's what I was saying. This depends on where you're at. You know what I mean? So them things will fuck you up, dude.
I'm sure if you're wearing a cut, you know what I mean, with a patch, you're getting fucked with.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen every time if you got a patch on.
That's a lifestyle I don't miss, honestly.
Yeah, one of my best friends here in Oklahoma. Well, he just got out of the club here last year. He was a sergeant at arms for the Banditos. Super nice guy, dude. Yeah.
See,
you know, people be like, "Man, you hang out," but he told it how it was because he's seen how it changed, and he's like, "No, dude, I'm not." How it went from different things, and where's my money going, and how they're spending it here. But he's a super nice guy, dude, man. I mean, like I said, he's one of my best friends here in Oklahoma. Where are you going? This is my buddy. He's a sergeant at arms.
See, for me, man, I was in a club that, in a different state had a hardcore run-in with the Banditos.
Probably Outlaws.
No, sir. I'll look. I don't know about the other listeners, but if you're a biker guy and you know these things, and you'll know the 2015 shootout at Twin Peaks in Texas.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I was attached to the
in Waco.
Club. Yes. So
yeah, because I know all about that.
Okay, so the other club is who I was patched in with. And now, of course, I wasn't there. I had nothing to do with that event. You know what I mean?
But that's funny because I just seen a post yesterday or whatever. Somebody post all them people's mugshots, and they said, "Look at all these people." And he goes, "None of them got charged because none of them say a damn thing." And there was a lot of people. They stuck to, I don't know, shit.
Yep.
And dude, it's just funny because it was like yesterday or the day before, somebody posted it, had a post. It wasn't even a biker. It was just somebody posted it.
Yeah. Man, I got out too, to be honest with you. And I got out in the beginning of 2018, and I got out on good terms. I wasn't 86th, nothing like that.
Right.
So I've been very blessed in that aspect where I'm not looking over my shoulder for my old club. But I'll tell you that there are a numerous amount of patch holders for other clubs that still recognize me and or my bike. And I still have a talk with somebody at least once every couple of months. Somebody walk, hey, how's it going? Or they've got some shit to talk, something like that. You know what I mean?
But that's like him. He don't even talk about the club no more. And he's happy because he got to the point where he didn't want in there no more either. And, I've heard that story. I mean, I know because I have another buddy that was in the club too, and he had to run down to there. I actually used to work with me as an iron worker, and he's not in it either. I know 2 or 3 guys that used to be in the band. They got out. They didn't like it. So. Man, but they're super cool dudes, man.
The base principle values for any club, y'all. Okay, any club is beautiful. The ideal of a brotherhood of a group of men that are global, which means no matter wherever you go, if there's another gentleman wearing that same patch, they're going to have your back. That idea is splendid, but it's bullshit. It is bullshit, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, that's what he said. He goes, like, the clubs over in the other countries, he says, them guys, even though they're the same, like Bambitos, he said, they're completely nuts, dude. Like, mom and shit. He goes, I don't want nothing to do with that,
Yep. And that's where I kind of made my exit from my club.
Hey.
There's only one chapter here in Oklahoma. And again, that was the one I happened to be attached to. So
and see, that's it too. He don't even hate. He ain't. Of course, he's been out. He don't wear cuts and everybody goes. He still gets on his bike, and it was the cops that they knew him. They knew who he was automatically. just by, oh, hey, you know by his name as soon as they pull up, you know. Are you still riding with these guys? Are you still doing this? And it's just like he goes, dude. He goes. And it's funny because he's turned his world around. You know, where everything, you know, like all utilities, everything, it's all legal. I mean, everything he does now is legal where it never used to be. And it's cool to see that change. And you know what it is? Hey, I got grandkids now, and I got this, and it just said I'm done with that life, dude. You know.
And man, I never did the drugs. I've never done drugs, man. So I never got into any of that. I never did any of the gun running or any of the legal shit that you see on Sons of Anarchy. You know what I mean? About the worst that's ever gone down, man, is I've come toe to toe with another club and guns have been pulled, but you know, there was just a giant fight that ensued, you know, and again, it's not a lifestyle that I really wanted. I went to a event. I won't even be real specific. I just went to an event where I have my wife and my kids with me. Bullets went to flying, and no, this wasn't the 2015 Waco event.
Right.
This was in 2018, at the beginning of 2018. And when this happened, that was my end bill right there. I got to watch bullets fly over my son's head when he was, man, 7, 8 years old, whatever he was at the age, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And 8 years old, and my daughter was 2. My wife was running with her tucked underneath her arms. I was like, yeah, fuck this. Like, when I get out, I'm going to do everything, or when I get back, I'm going to do everything I can to get the fuck out. And so once we were in a different state, once we made it back to Oklahoma, that's exactly what I did. I actually got out, left that club, and I went to writing for a Christian motorcycle ministry called The Priesthood. And I am not a patched member with the Priesthood, but I have been attached to the Trails End chapter for the last 4 years.
I've seen them around. I've seen them guys around Oklahoma.
I mean, I still stay within the biker world. You know what I mean? That's my lifestyle, but I'm just not on that end of the spectrum, man. I don't want to be near that end of the spectrum at all.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, because it used to be, it was a popular thing back in the day. I mean, that's what you did, you know. I mean, really, I mean, it draws you in, but, you know, I have a brotherhood with my ironworkers, dude. You know, that's a brotherhood. So with, you know, all the other trades, and you know, and they, you know, they'll stick right to your side, dude. You know, I mean, but I mean, that's about as all I need is them guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's kind of where I was leaning things, man. Like, I really just don't need that in my life. And I kind of look back now, man, and I'm like, there were a ton of lessons, a ton of experiences that came along with it. But I can look back and go, man, I really wish I would have just never even went that route in the first place. If I would.
Oh, that's what he said. Because he wanted to get into the club life. He thought it was going to be all that. And, you know, he, like I said, he's out. He's in good terms. He's like, it's never what it's portrayed, dude. You know what I mean?
No, it really isn't. And those of us that are lucky enough to have, you know, gotten out on good terms, you know, or not death terms anyway, not even if it's not on good terms, but aren't being killed terms. Those of us that have walked away from you know, that type of club and lived to talk about it, we're all blessed in a manner. You know what I mean? We're all very lucky.
For sure. Yeah, very.
Well, I think too is, you know, when you start when they start changing presidents and people are taking, you know, it's not where it's just the different style, you know, your money's going to this person, but ain't, you know, it's like, why am I paying all this? And you know, if I need help, you ain't there to help me, but yet, you know, look at this, and that, you know, it's a lot of different things, dude, but you know, it was a life lesson. Now you learned and look where you're at now. So, I mean, that's the way you look at it, you know?
Yeah, man. And I'm very grateful. Again, I think I told y'all that for where I'm at. So, you know, my life.
Well, you got a couple monitors that nobody else really has, but 1 or 2 other people. I mean, come on,
man. Man, for us as a reptile community, that's pretty awesome. But
that is awesome.
For the rest of the world, that's neither. Oh, you got a lizard that nobody else has. Whoop-de-doo, you know.
Yeah, but you got to realize they say now 1 out of every 8 households has a reptile. So our community's growing.
We have grown the community very much so.
Now we just need to start sticking together and quit fighting amongst ourselves, and we'll get a lot farther in this community. You know what I mean?
Agreed. Absolutely agreed.
The jealousy is what's got to stop.
Yeah,
you know, that's the. You should be happy for anybody and share what you know with anybody because it's not
but in
it's
this
not the
industry,
80s no more, dude.
Everybody's gonna have different shit going on. You know, it's like you got to be happy for someone.
Well, yeah, because if I share something, it's helping me too in the long run. You know what I mean? I mean that's the big thing.
The way I look at it, man, is if the industry has no secrets, this industry has no secrets, then all of us should be great keepers. And if all of us are great keepers, then our animals are happy and healthy. And in the end, that should be the end goal, right?
Well, we've said that. We've said that many times. I've said them
exact words many times. Yeah.
You know, Facebook. You know, if somebody's asked a question, don't screenshot it. Don't pinpoint. I just rescued a snake. Can you help? And they want to bash them. Hey, if they're asking a question that's going to it's to make the animal better. If they ain't doing something right, don't tell them they're an idiot. Help them out to make them better themselves for the animals. It's at the end of the day, it's all about the animals.
Even say,
positive
criticism. I just got this animal. All I need is some help getting started. Well, why don't you already have this? Well, she just fucking told you. She just got it, you know. Or
I like a lot of the people that are like, why didn't you do your research first? You should have known everything about that animal first. Like you haven't ever fucking made an impulse buy.
Well, some of them it's not even that. It's like if I wouldn't have took this, it was going to die.
Right.
So I felt bad. I took it. Now can you help me? It wasn't an impulse buy. It was to save an animal's life, and they bash them. I can't stand that shit, dude. That shit, you know. I mean, you know, tubs, tanks. It doesn't matter as long as that animal's healthy and thriving. Who cares what they keep it in?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, that's like I said, you know, like the whole tanks and tubs, you know, they've been bitching about, the humidity, this and that. If you can keep the humidity in the tank, do it. If you can keep it in the tub, do it. But let's just all shake hands because we got the humidity right instead of what the fuck it's in and argue.
Because I think a lot of people forget that. You know, I've been around for a little while. I've been in reptiles for 30 years or more. Back in the day, people kept them in aquariums, plywood boxes, no heat, right? None of that. And nobody would give you any information on us, not even the pet store you bought it at. So you have to learn. You know, we didn't have interweb to go on to all the time.
No,
so it's come along.
You were at the mercy of whoever.
It's come a long way. So let's keep making it get better. Than because how many people do you think have went on Facebook to ask a question, a new keeper, got bashed, and said, "I'm done with reptiles. If this house going to be, I don't ever want to own a reptile again."
A lot of them. Or how many people do you think have gone on and asked, "Hey, well, can you tell me what I need?" And they get bashed, and they have a setup that kills their fucking animal, and so now it's got a bad taste in their mouth for having reptiles as a pet, like what you're just saying. It's a big circle, man, which is why I hate Petco, why I hate PetSmart, why I hate Southern Ag. I hate most of those stores because they all sell you a bearded dragon and then give you a kit where 95% of it's fucking wrong.
It's true.
Well, it is true.
And it's just and if you look on Craigslist or on the reptile pages, you see bearded dragons. People are damn near pretty well just giving away all the time because, dude, it's expensive to have a bearded dragon. It's a lot of upkeep, and a lot of people don't know that.
And it's a lot of daily upkeep.
It's daily.
It's like,
just with the UVBs, changing them. Well, my light still works.
So?
Well, it doesn't mean it's giving any UVB light. You've had it a year. It ain't no good, buddy. I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah,
every 4 months, my lights, 4 months, mine are changing.
6 months tops. 6 months tops on any UVB for you to get the full spectrum off out of it.
And I'm changing mine every 4 months.
Right, I do. We do ours every 3. We do it quarterly
because I don't and put a long one in there, not a bulb. Yeah. Because you think it's just going to sit in that one area all the time?
No, I want it to span the whole enclosure.
See, that's the biggest problem with the sulcata tortoises. They get one little light bulb for that little tortoise, and it's not getting the UVB it needs because it's moving around. It needs the light bar in that. That's why you get the pyramid shells and everything else because they don't have what they need.
Yeah.
Kurtwood, welcome.
But nobody tells them that,
Yeah,
it's all about the sale.
Exactly, and that's why I enjoy being the educator. J&G, you should go get you a macaw, and when you do, I want to see video of it, bro. I want one so bad. Kurtwood, what's up, my dude?
What's up, Kurt?
Them birds are crazy. My cats would go fucking nuts, though. They'd be a fight all the time.
If I came home with another bird right now, my wife would murder me, bro. She would take me to the porch post right here that you see, and she would pull down my pants and shoot me in the dick with a 12-gauge shotgun. Like, she would be so mad.
Damn.
She's getting like, I know my wife loves me, but you can tell, like, during the day as she's home, she wants to murder some birds by the end of the day.
Yeah, they
can be loud and
but you know,
constant. It's not like it's just for a little bit. They'll fucking make fucking noise for hours. Yeah. You want a parrot till you want it to shut the fuck up, Nikki. Yeah, exactly. It's not easy neither. Fuck.
Haven't we had some of these conversations about my bird screaming in the background?
Well, I think if you have one, I think it's not as bad as having 4.
Oh, okay, touche.
You know, I mean, because like you said, with your, you know, you got to keep the 2 away because they're gonna, you know, the cockatoos away because they're gonna, you know, do it. But you know, like if you know, a lot of people, you see a lot of people have like a big macaw or something like that, a big toucan or whatever, you know, big parrot, and they're good. But then, or you see people with like 2 Amazon grays, like that. You know, I see people with 2 of them sometimes. And which is weird because you think they'd only have 1, you know, but I see a lot of people that's got 2 of the grays, you know.
I don't like,
and I don't know why, you know,
my grays.
Why ain't saying they're cohabiting? They just got 2 birds, 2 African grays, you know.
Them motherfuckers are messy too. Cage is this big and their mess is 12 foot in fucking diameter of that.
Hey, I tell you what, my African gray, she's actually like a spotless adult in comparison to my 2 cockatoos that are like 2-year-old destructive kids. like Charlie, the cockatoo I had on my arm earlier.
Yeah.
If he gets mad when you're in the bird room, he will pick his giant bowl of food up and slam that mug into the door and throw it all over the floor. So there's bird seed, there's fresh greens, there's fruits, there's vegetables, there's bread, there's fucking everything all over the place, you know.
Yeah, I used to know this guy. He had about 20 birds, dude.
Oh, and, that's too many. That's too many.
You know, but it was funny because he had some big parrots. And you go down the room, and they'd all, like, when they see him, they'd all start saying his name. You know, it was like, you know, it was crazy, but
that'd be creepy.
I you know, because that's their daddy, you know. But it's weird. It's like they go they're happy because they loved him to death. But when he showed me that big bird, and he gave it a Brazilian walnut, dude. And I don't know, and that some bitch went crack. I'm like, that's the toughest nut to crack, dude. And that bird cracked it. I thought, man, that's some bitch to take your finger off, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
like,
they
God,
will.
Holy moly! I mean, like
the scars to prove it, bro.
It's crazy. I'm like, oh, see, yeah, I didn't know how to read. You know, he'd bring it in the bar and set it on the stool, and I was sitting there like, so I was over messing with it. And, you know, I wanted to pet it, but I couldn't tell because the eyes would get big and then get small, so I didn't know which was better. You know, I couldn't remember. So I'd go over there. His name was Barrett, so he was on hill. I was like, Barrett's gay. You know, I'm trying to tell the bird that, you know. And the bird, like, was getting mad, I think, when I was saying that. Like, it knew what I was saying. I'm like, damn, you started looking at me all crazy. I'm like, I think I'll just leave this thing alone, you know.
Yeah, you better have that fucking talking.
But I couldn't, I mean, their eyes, they get big and small, and I don't know which is, you know, which is mean, when they're in the mean mode or not, you know.
It all depends on the species of bird, man, to be honest with you, because each species is a different telltale sign. Like my African gray, if her eyes go half moon at the top, she's pissed. But if they're half moon at the bottom, she's tired. If they're full in the middle and they're small, she's concentrating on something. If they're full in the middle and it's big, she's happy, focused in on something. My cockatoo, on the other hand, if he's pissed, his tail frays out, and then he'll lean over on one side and start to stretch a wing out and show you his dominance. And then when he gets really fucking pissed, he crests up and bobs his head at you real bad and sticks his head sideways and looks stupid. So
But then there's times that if he's just happy, he's probably crested up too, right? I mean,
right. But it's all in how they're doing it. It's in the mannerisms that are different.
Right.
And so that's another thing, man. That's why I watch kids and severely around birds, because super quick movements, super loud noises. You can spook a bird real fast, and then big birds will take a digit off or take a chunk out of a small kid. So it's
and I've heard people saying they have birds that, you know, it's only good with a woman and it's only good with a man. Like they, you know, I don't know if that's in their household or if that's just proven, you know. I mean,
man, I think honestly that's proven. I think birds, and I think it also depends again on the species of bird, because like if take Charlie for instance, my umbrella cockatoo you saw earlier, he can navigate to anybody in my household and be perfectly fine. Okay.
Right.
However, he was raised by 2 women, but he loves me. Now, the African gray I have, she was raised by 4 frat guys for the first 4 years of her life. She hates women, and hates men without beards. If you have a beard, she will be your best friend. But if you are a woman and she can sense testosterone, or you have a shaved face, dude, she wants to take you apart.
Wow.
You open the cage and she's coming after you. It's crazy. But like when she's on my shoulder, I can play with her all day long and grab her and all over. But let my wife come over and try that, or like Justin, you come over and try that, and she would try and eat you. So I think it's really species specific, and then I think a lot of that has to do with just as well how socialized during some of those species. So like my mother, let's just take for instance, my mother has a male African gray that's 16 years old, same species. Both mine and my mother's are Congos. For those of y'all that don't know, there's another species of African gray called the Timna. It's the smaller version. However, we both have Congos, and so my mom's bird loves my stepdad, but hates me, loves my mom, hates my sister, and loves my son, hates my daughter, and loves my wife. So he's real off and on, you know. Again, I think it's on how they might be socialized versus what species they are. Most cockatoos are all around super social birds.
Do you think that like when you're there, like he can sense your birds? So maybe that's like I don't want to, you know.
Are you talking about like one cockatoo sensing the other one?
Like your mom's bird don't like you because maybe it can sense that you have birds, and that's like a jealousy deal or whatever.
No, I don't think so, because then she wouldn't, or he would not interact with my son and my wife the way he does.
I got you.
So I haven't really dialed that in yet.
Maybe he doesn't like guys with beards.
Maybe. That's a good point.
No beards.
But yeah, it's weird, you know. But you know, dogs are the same way. I mean, I've had dogs sit there, and people will walk by and never say nothing, and then it could be a kid, a man, whoever, and they go slap nuts because they know good people and bad people. You know, I mean, the same with dogs. Yeah. I mean, they can sense who, you know. It's weird how they are, you know.
Yep.
All animals, I think.
Yeah, but it's just weird how they can, you know, be like. But you know, you're not barking at them little kids, but yet here comes a 15-year-old hoodlum-looking guy. They ain't no good, you know. He's on a skateboard, you know.
Yeah. Another thing that people don't.
Oh, for sure, Bubbles.
Count is that
100%.
You can go buy a bird and it hates you. Absolutely hates you, because you don't pick the bird picks the owner. So, for instance, the reason I have 2 cockatoos is because I spent $4,000 on one, brought it home, and it loved me till I brought it home and it met my son, and now he's literally bit through my left finger twice. He's bit clean through my right ear, bit through my nose, and damn near pierced all the way through. He's bit through my lip. He's taken a chunk out of my hand. He's a dick.
Man, yeah, I'll be kicking that bird's ass.
I do want to at times.
Fuck, man. I mean, you only take so much bullshit from no goddamn bird.
Dude, I
Right.
can't tell you how many times I've looked at my son and been like, bro, like I almost left your bird's cage open and let Jasper inside today.
Exactly. Yeah, Jasper's gonna have a snack.
Yeah.
Snack for Jasper.
Hey, which by the way, if y'all ain't seen, I went and posted up some live feeding videos of both Jasper and River eating some rats.
Oh, right on. I've seen the notifications come, but we've been on here ever since I've seen them.
Yeah.
I did see him go through earlier though.
Yep.
Woo, look at that, gentlemen. It's already 10:20. We
Yep,
haven't
I
even
think
reached the topic that we were started.
Well, it all goes time in hand, but you know, that's for another day. But yeah, we are probably going to end this. But hey, don't leave. I want you to stick around after I end this, and I'll talk to you for a minute. So.
All right, man.
So, but I know Justin's probably getting hungry.
Well, for sure.
For sure.
You don't need to talk to me then.
No, you don't have to stay if you don't want to, or you can if you want. It don't matter.
I'm gonna go get some to eat.
No way.
But yeah, thanks for everybody who stopped in. Super chats. Wednesday.
Night, guys.
Wednesday. We don't have nobody yet, but Friday we do have a guest. But
right on.
Make sure to tune into My Animal House's live stream tomorrow. So
yeah, let's kick it and check out some critters.
Let's do
it. All right, man. All right, everybody.
Right,
peace.
Take care. I'm out.
Peace, everybody.